Finally, turn the voices down. Anyway, what's up? Welcome to another installment of Appabend's Memestream. It is a bit early for today, isn't it? That's because I got a lot of stuff to do. Lots of personal stuff to do this morning actually. So need to start on the stream early and make sure that everybody gets up to speed. Anyway, how are you guys doing? Hope you guys are doing well. What you guys have been up to? What you guys have been listening to? What you guys have been reading? What you guys have been watching? What you guys have been playing? What you guys have been doing in the past week? Let me know in the chat. We're gonna spend the first 1 hour 7 minutes on the stream. See the timer right up there in case some of you don't notice where the timer is, because apparently you can't see it where it is. It's right there on the top. Yeah, we're gonna spend the first 1 hour 6 minutes as the timer rolls in. We're gonna chat about stuff, talk about stuff, and I don't know, just do shit, I guess. Before we actually get into the meme stream, the hooplas, the weekly hooplas, and the weekly things that we need to be discussing, and the funny stuff, and the hilarious stuff, the cringy stuff, the dumb stuff, and the stuff, let's just say. Yep. Anyway, as for me, what I've been up to, I have actually had my Cyberpunk 2077 review video. No, the script for the video is done. Just need to put in the PowerPoint. Just need to put in the voice record. Actually, a bunch of things. I haven't done a lot of things for the video yet, but the script is done. Just need to put it all in the PowerPoint. Doing all the rest of the steps that I've talked about in my video, where how to make my videos and everything like that. And also, I decided to replay the game again. Decided to do a new game plus, quote unquote. And by new game plus, I mean I just restart the game and bump all the characters level to max. Early on, just bump all of them. Give me like 999 money so I can buy the double jump immediately in a nearby Ripper Dock. Because the double jump is OP as fuck. Love the fucking double jump. But anyway, aside from that, not much really. I haven't been playing it much. It's just Cyberpunk all the way, and discussing a bunch of stuff and making videos of it. And that video's coming. The review of the actual game. To discuss the technical issues, the review of the actual game is coming. In case you missed my technical issues of Cyberpunk video, you can check out somewhere on the channel. It's already uploaded and been watching everything like that. Aside from that, what else? Well, nothing much really, so I'm just gonna get straight into the chat. Also, Streamlabs, links down below as usual. Damn. I always put my... This is always like my freaking, what do you call it, money bank for all the coins and everything like that. So that's why it's kind of been filling it up. So yeah, Streamlabs, links down below. If you want to donate, if you want to support the channel, everything like that. Oh yeah, speaking of a bit of an update, I actually use this microphone right now. I decided to give my Rode NT to my brother because his microphone, the Samsung QTU that I gave to him, has recently died. So yeah, rest in peace to my beautiful, beautiful Samsung QTU. Has been an absolutely loyal motherfucker ever since, what, years now. And now he has to be replaced with my Rode NT. I give my brother Rode NT, and I'm gonna grab the Meteor right now. Reusing the Meteor back after my mom used it. She hasn't used it ever since, so just decided to reuse the Meteor again because I do like the sound of the Meteor in a little bit more than the Rode NT. Decided to use it in my last videos. I'm gonna use it even more, and I also like the fact that the pop filter that I'm using is a lot more convenient than the pop filter that I used to in my videos. Anyway, let's get into the chat here. I'm surprised App is starting this early. Well, lots of things are a bit of a surprise for me this week. Why there are so many fat people in Cyberpunk 2077? It's because it's a capitalist nightmare. It's this capitalist, consumerist, corporate nightmare. It's just you people want to consume. It's when the soy boys take over the world and they just stand over corporations, stand over products, just because it's the thing that keeps them that keeps their high or something, or whatever. Actually, we got a bunch of consume hooplas. Are gonna be discussing that in the stream of this particular meme stream and hooplas and everything like that. Streamlabs links down below. Let's see if we can make it to 69 this today. If we can make it to 69, if it's will be great. But if we can't, well, that's perfectly fine too. I might as well play. Ah, shoot! I forgot to download that. But I'm just gonna play it in a video anyway. Sort of related to $1. Better build a bomb shelter. Biden is president, and you're in a developing country. If I were you, I'd build a shelter so you can survive getting Libya'd. I mean, it's not. I mean, come on, it's not that bad. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. I mean, Biden is pretty bad. I mean, is it that bad though? I don't know, but I haven't been paying attention to politics. Anyway, because it's the USA, so every fat person should have bought a new body thanks to the fact that it's a welfare state. Laugh and grow fat. I never understood why there's a rating for 17 plus and one for 18 plus. What's the difference, Lamau? I think the 17 plus was the one in Europe and 18 plus was the one in America or something rather. I don't know. It's stupid. Yeah, it seems weird hairstyle to me. They don't do it over here though. I'm going on how much sex is in my Skyrim and Sim games. No, dragon, bad dragon, that doesn't go there. I'm from Return Planet of the Sun. You guys may know it's bad backwater planet next to Mars. Rest in peace, trying to make Fuda and Cyber not so punk on PS4 2077. Oh man, I think I've already discussed this I discussed it in my previous video. PS4 is not exactly the best platform to play Cyberpunk, or last gen consoles in general is not exactly the best platform to play Cyberpunk. So yep. Apparently, but one very interesting thing that I found out is people are thanking me on the fact that I showed them the cyberware mod in the last video. People are thanking me, so holy shit, I installed the mod and the game just runs much better the moment I install the mod. I'm like, whoa, cool. It runs fine for me. It doesn't really make that much difference because I run the game at 30 FPS and I have to run the game at 30 FPS because frame rate's always inconsistent here and there. But hey, if it actually helps you guys, so that's great. Oof, they didn't make bigger boobs. Unfortunately, no, for Cyberpunk. They did not make the boobs pretty big at Cyberpunk. They only make the boobs like, what, C at best. You're just gonna wait for the mods and for CD Projekt Red to actually have the dev kits and everything like that to be released. Because The Witcher 3 has a lot of mods, so Cyberpunk is to be expected to have a lot of mods as well. That's insane. They didn't have time for higher jiggle physics, but they did a little bit of a dong. Apparently, booby modification stops at C, should be H. Yeah, 3 out of 10. Needs more jiggle physics on both ends and the audacity of the inequality. Horrible. Anyway, I'll bump it to 5 out of 10 due to nostalgic YouTuber being voiced in the game plus quest. Yeah, true. You gotta get what you want with more mods. Late and chair. I'm still listening to Secret Game VN translation on YouTube. Early and straight, so straight it's almost gay. It smells better than Danganronpa because of far better char def. Boldless. Hope this song also doesn't get DMCA either. Marika is slowly sucking. Yeah, we will talk about that. Are you excited for Sephiroth's moveset reveal? I think I've already talked about Sephiroth in my last Game Awards video. As for the moveset, I mean, it's a freaking moveset. I'm not really that much of a hardcore fan of Smash to the point of being excited of its moveset. So anyway, stream keeps starting earlier and earlier. Schedule has been really messed up lately, and hopefully in next week we can return the stream back to normal. Blame my mom. I mean, she just out of nowhere say, hey, we have this family event in this morning that we're going to go to. Please do it. Please, you're gonna have to come in and you're gonna have to finish the stream by the time the family event arrives, and it's dumb. Why would you do that, mama? It's very nice seeing you up, Ben. It's very nice to see you all. It's very nice to see you all. You all have been great. You all have been wholesome. Seriously, you all have been amazing. You all have been absolutely amazing. All right, let me guess. Cyberpunk and DMCA. Well, that and a bunch of other things. Is High School DxD worth watching? I haven't seen it myself, which is interesting. I haven't actually seen it myself, but I do know it's just one of the most popular ecchi animes out there. I do know that people who have seen the anime said, I come for the tits, stayed for the plot, or something along those lines. But hey, that's for their words, right? I'm the guy who does stupid combination. It's my birthday. I've been playing Tetris 99 and Mario Kart Tour. Okay. Just got the Witcher trilogy on Good Old Games. Cool. I'm working but quitting by next month. Ooh, what's going on? Why'd you quit? Hope Sakurai adds more sword fighters. Lol. Cyberpunk 2077. Finished Yakuza 0 about 2 weeks ago and I loved it. Now I'm currently playing Romancing Saga. Cool. More sword and Smash. Twilight Princess is pretty fun. I've been writing a fiction on Campfire Blaze, coming up with a generic fantasy story. Been playing Mario Strikers and Naono Kiseki recently. Cool. Also, it's nice to see Memestream after a week of exams. Cool. What's good, my dudes? I'm doing very well. I'm very good. Thank you very much. In terms of gaming, just completed 100% completed Final Fantasy 7 8 remaster. And now I'm just relaxing with GTA 5 Online. Cool. Perving on your brother's feet. He's actually awake. Yeah, he couldn't sleep, I think. So Pornhub banned Loli Hentai and SFM, of course. I mean, it's to be expected. I mean, what else do you expect? It's Pornhub. It's the most normie freaking website that you go to if you want some normie porn content. Like I say, why would you go to Pornhub for porn content? It's the most normie freaking website ever. Like seriously, it's like going to TV for good shows, or cable TV for good shows. Anyway. I Walk Among Zombies Volume 3 is out. Review says it sucks though. Appa Bros Feet best character. Also just got a new indie game called Protogel. Gonna try that over the next few days. I got my Elgato 60S capture card yesterday. Tried streaming it on Streamlabs and it just made the footage all choppy. Tried recording using Mov Avi, not work. Now I will use Elgato to record. Use OBS. I don't know why Streamlabs OBS is not exactly the best. Not exactly the best. I just use regular OBS. People just a lot more comfortable. I just a lot more comfortable with regular OBS. Hold up where your cap is at. My cap is hanging on the wall somewhere, and I want to wear it, but I kind of find it uncomfortable wearing it. The longer I wear it with the headset on, the more uncomfortable it is. I should probably get a much bigger headset. What was your playstyle in 2077? Installed the non-lethal chip on and just breeze through the entire thing. Seriously, I just find it amazing, and also completely immersion breaking, lore breaking in the fact that you can just install chips in your head that says, hey, if you install this chip in your head, it will basically turn every single kill, every single thing, shots that you shoot to the enemy, even if it's like a fatal headshot, into a non-lethal shot. All of the enemies will get knocked out. Even if you stab them with a freaking mantis blade, they'll get knocked out. They're just gonna be fine. Yeah, just stabbing you with a mantis blade. Just running around and stabbing people with a mantis blade. But don't worry, they go get injured. They get knocked out. That's really freaking amazing. Freaking amazing, don't get me wrong. I mean, I do love to play, roleplay as Cyberpunk Batman. I mean, just wear the gorilla arms, just beat the living crap out of everybody. Or Fantasy Kenshin Nimura. Or, not Cyberpunk Kenshin Nimura. No, why did I say fantasy? Cyberpunk Kenshin Nimura. Fucking Cyberpunk Kenshin Nimura. Wield the freaking samurai, go in and out, knocking the living shit out of people with the reverse bladed samurai and non-lethally knocking everybody out. That's pretty freaking cool. But it's kind of weird that the universe doesn't look at this and thought, this is a very useful thing. Maybe us, the cops, should have this mod or tip installed in every single one of us so that we don't accidentally or brutally kill somebody. I mean, I don't get why this is even an issue in the first place. Like, there's this quest that deals with a cop and how the cop shoots this kid, right? And I'm like, you can have a chip that you install in either the gun or in your own head that says, hey, all of your shots will pretty much be non-lethal. Install that shit and police brutality will be fucking gone. What the fuck are you even on? Okay, but that's one of the stupid things. But I mostly play stealth, and if I don't play stealth, I just run around stabbing the living shit out of people with mantis blades. It's freaking amazing. Actually, I changed. That was at the end when I was just bored and it just bumped all the levels to 50. But anyway, Sir donated $1. Nicholas Christoph in the New York Times, he's the culprit. We did a site for just hentai and nothing else. No real life porn. That means they can't yell human trafficking at it since nothing would be real. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But even if Pornhub is not free, even if Pornhub is completely 100% free of whatever accusations of human trafficking or child porn spread or whatever, it's still the most normie freaking porn site that you're gonna visit. I mean, go somewhere else. Why Pornhub, of all things? How well the quote Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the game for PC benchmarks age. I think that's still true. That is still true. I think Cyberpunk 2077 is going to be the game for the PC, for next gen benchmarks, PC benchmarks in general. Because the game does require a very good PC to run. And it's not just because of poor optimization, although it is one of the reasons it's poor optimization. I mean, even if it is well optimized, I do think that the PC that is required to run the game needs to be powerful. I mean, the low requirements, the minimum requirements is a freaking RX 470, which is my brother's PC, and that Cyberpunk doesn't run very well. It's a chop-tastic experience I showed in my last video. So yeah. Are you dreading the outrage for Iruru from Dragon Maid getting the second season of the anime? I know I am. Oh yeah, Dragon Maid is getting a second season, but I don't recall. I don't think that there's gonna be an outrage for that. There's gonna be outrage on a bunch of other things. Consume hoopless coomers. Yep. Is Cyberpunk any good? Okay. A bit of to make it a too long did not watch version because the review is gonna be pretty long. It's like 5,000 words of review. Gameplay is okay. It's fine. Not really the best gameplay in the world. Not really the worst gameplay in the world. Lots of flaws. Lots of issues. Very amateur mistakes that a lot of things that CDPR did with the gameplay, Ubisoft did it a lot better. Seriously, the part where you can customize the appearance of your armor without the needs of, you can switch whatever armors you can get, but customize the appearance. You don't have to, you just get better stats, but you still have the customized appearance of the armor. Assassin's Creed Odyssey did that, but for some reason Cyberpunk 2077 did not, which is why my character always changes appearances, even though I want to have like one absolute preset for my character appearance. I don't want my character's appearance to change. I just want my character to have better armor. Assassin's Creed Odyssey did that very well, but Cyberpunk didn't. And there are loads and loads of other flaws in the gameplay department. That being said, the world building, Night City, is fucking amazing. It is one of the densest, most breathing, living, most atmospheric, immersive city that I have ever been through in any video game. The city itself, it is so freaking amazing that it's worth buying for that alone. For experiencing Night City alone for Cyberpunk 2077, it's worth buying just for that. Not now, obviously not now, because the game has loads and loads of bugs and glitches and technical issues, especially in the consoles. But in the future, when the game is actually fixed, when there are mods to make the tits like big ass, freaking giant ass freaking titties, yeah, go buy the game if you want to explore Night City and everything like that, especially if you want the big ass freaking titties. And finally, the story. The characters. Fucking phenomenal. I fucking love the story. The story, the characters, the writing, everything, all of that, relatable. They're sympathetic. They're great. They're really well written. The relationship, the progression is really good. And I gotta give one Cyberpunk, in one of the endings at least, one of the endings of Cyberpunk is basically, maybe the real treasure is the friends that you make all along. And that is the most cliched freaking ending that Cyberpunk 2077 can go to, and yet it still managed to tug my heartstrings and make me cry. Fuck you, Cyberpunk 2077. That shit tugging with my freaking heartstrings and emotions, you do not do that shit, but they fucking did it at the very end of that one particular ending. The rest of the endings are shit though. It's just very bittersweet, but without spoiling too much, it's the ending where you go with Panam. That ending is fucking amazing. Go with Panam and become V. The rest, don't bother. Don't bother with the rest of the endings, because that is the only ending you should achieve for. That ending is amazing. Great. Completely satisfying conclusion. I'll talk about more details in the review. Fucking love this game. Love Cyberpunk. The great story, great world. Gameplay's okay. Gameplay is just fine. Not the best, not the worst, but the rest is fucking amazing. Love it. That's the till too long did not watch version. My personal thoughts on Cyberpunk, considering I've already finished the game. I'm actually in the process of replaying the game in the corpo route, which actually, gotta think of it, it's the route that I should have taken, because that's the route where you and Jackie are old friends instead of just knowing each other. So anyway, well, I watched Tokyo Godfathers due to you recommending it and liked it. I'm also thinking about removing my PS3 CPU, GPU, IHS to replace the inner thermal paste because my PS3 is old. Yeah, you should, because apparently that's the cause of my PS3 not working. It's just it's just stupid because it's overheating and everything like that. What reaction would you have if Crash Bandicoot got into Smash with his trailer having him humiliate and later accidentally kill Sephiroth? Interesting. Kind of wonder what else to get on Steam. Has to be under $9. I don't know what's on discount right now. So why do people not like CP? Cyberpunk 2077, or is that Cyberpunk 2077 or child porn? Well, I mean, if you're gonna talk about child porn or child photography, I think it's pretty obvious. But as for Cyberpunk, well, it's because the gameplay is okay. they played the game for 15 hours. I thought, I mean, the game's alright. It's really not that bad. And I thought the same thing. Don't get me wrong. I thought the same thing. I played the game for the first 10 to 15 hours. I thought, this game is okay. It's not as great, as amazing everybody says it is. Then I get to the story. Then I get to the characters. Then I get to the entire world building and everything like that. And it just elevates the game from being, it's okay, it's a fine game, to holy shit, this game's fucking amazing. It tugged my fucking heartstrings. One of the best things. It's a great game. It's a freaking amazing game that you should not buy right now. Definitely, without a doubt, don't buy this game now. Maybe in the future when they actually have mods, really good mods. Anyway, where was I? Freaking a lot of scrolls coming in. Warhawks, they have no care for human life. Read Blam. I know about Blam, but I haven't actually read it. Piano stream soon. I'm predicting it already. I turned Boomer on Saturday and got The Witcher 3 on Switch from a little sister. I turned on Steam. Got given The Witcher 3 from a friend. Cool. PS4 equals trash. Rated M is 17. Adult only is rated. Is rarely used adult only game rating. Adult only means it'll never be sold retail. Just in time, thanks to Windows, not to YouTube. Appa made a difference. I hate how I can shovel snow all day without issue, but then feel lousy the moment I lay down. Hey Appa, how are you doing? I'm doing very well, thank you very much. Had to start the stream early because I have business to do today, so I'll be leaving the stream in an hour to watch the Sephiroth showcase video, but I'll be back when it's over. I mean, seriously. It's Sephiroth showcase. You don't really know what to expect. I hope there's a third-person view mod. I do hope so too, but the problem is, I do want to see if there's a way for the game, because a lot of the game cinematics rely on a first-person view. I mean, you have to find a way for the game to switch between first-person and third-person and the cinematic and all that. Actually, a lot of things rely on the game being on first-person. Yeah. Shiki is an underrated manga and anime. I regret not being able to read and watch it the first time. What are you talking about, Appa? Cyberpunk is the best way to play PS2 GTA. If it appears on my buy it, PC backwards is CP. Ooh. Finished playing Apollo Justice, and I'm surprised I didn't notice the similarity between Turnabout Trump and Phoenix's last trial. I'm gonna be 24 in 4 days. Cool. Don't need to congratulate me. I hate it. Other than that, I've been playing Death Stranding. 10 hours in, I've just reached the first bike. Cool. Kind of wonder why they even tried boot modifiers when they even going for bigger size. No idea. I've played some Super Mario RPG this week. Still need to finish that game. Least Saints Row 4 fixes that. Hi, Appa from Indonesia. I made a Discord account. I have to ask how good Discord is compared to other social media. Discord is good for chatting people directly, for voice chatting people directly, for voice chatting people in games, and for streaming films, because that's the one I use to stream films with my girlfriend. But aside from that, I wouldn't say it's the greatest freaking social media out there. So... hey Appa, I'm glad I made it. I'm still waiting for my replacement copy of Cyberpunk 2077 since it got stolen during transit. God damn, jeez. How's your opinion about companies trying to screw the only good they have in their products? CDPR with GOG, Nintendo with his BS, and Nvidia with hardware unboxed slander. I mean, what else is there to be said? I think CDPR with GOG, all of those examples are stupid, and they should not do that. What else to be said? Especially Nvidia with the hardware unboxed slander, which they have already taken it back from. They apologize about that, but it's still really stupid nonetheless. I forgot that the Last of Us Awards 2 was last week. Yep, that's why I have to do the video as soon as possible. Try to give the recap as soon as possible. So, been diving back in World of Tanks, celebrating 8 years of sucking at it with lousy 45% win rate. High School DxD started fine, but I lost interest sometime around season 3. Season 3? There's 3 seasons? Cyberpunk 2069. Still doing my final assignment. Wish me luck, guys. I hope to finish by tonight. Cool. Sup, my Appa words. Pornhub is full of vanilla. X-Hamster is better. Go to X videos. Hello there. Hello there. Hello there. I didn't notice you were live. What's Gucci, Appa boy? They announced the next Thrill Saga. People got scared when the new protagonist was Reen again. Reen haters cracked me up. What's wrong with Reen? Reen is okay. Reen is a good boy. Reen is a good boy. It's better than Lloyd, at least. Oh, man. Anyway. Doing a Pokemon challenge run before I fully move into a very first home. Let's see. Pornhub has the best web design. All other websites are stuck in the mid-2000s style. I mean, yeah, sure. Grant, I'll give you that, but still. Also, X videos, there's tons of fetish content. I love it. Think they hit about 11 million videos from what I've heard. Do you need a good PC to download Cyberpunk? See my last video. I discussed about that in more details. Rest in peace, the hentai videos from Pornhub. Until Cyberpunk 2077 is moving out, I'll be playing Shadowrun Returns. Shadowrun is pretty good. I've been playing Cyberpunk 2077. It keeps crashing. I had to update my graphics drivers. Actually, surprisingly enough, I've never had any issue with Cyberpunk crashing. It's not one of my issues with Cyberpunk. My issue is the game is just poorly optimized. Had to cap it to 30 FPS, and even then, there are areas where it just drops to 25 because it's a very intensive game. And also it's because the bugs and glitches. See my last video in more details. So anyway. Played Cyberpunk, it's fine, but some bugs are pretty annoying, like NPC not talking, expecting you to understand everything. I've been playing some Saints Row 4 and Starbound. So far, I've liked them both. Nova Kid's best race, by the way. Do you have a job? At the moment, no. I used to have jobs. I used to have a job. Used to work as an assistant professor, but semester ends, so don't exactly have one. But I did graduate, so there's that. So I'm just gonna be staying for YouTube for now. So Batman mode, kill no one. Thanks. Does OBS work well with streaming with Elgato? Yes, it should. It should work. Anyway, I wonder if Pornhub still has that old Mai cosplay video where she fights this random wrestler. I don't know. My final exams are gonna start after 2 weeks. Thank God for our Facebook group as they provide the cheats. Make everyone in Night City go to frick to sleep. The majority of Cyberpunk combat is me either swinging katana or my bare fist. Is it legit to compare Deus Ex Human Revolution and Cyberpunk 2077? In terms of story and themes, yes. In terms of gameplay, no. They're doing two completely different things. Deus Ex Human Revolution is a lot more focused. Cyberpunk is a lot more open. It's a lot more wide. There are a lot more things to do. And the city is a lot more expansive. It's like Cyberpunk 2077 is like if Deus Ex Human Revolution opens up the Detroit a lot more, or if Mankind Divided opens Prague a lot more. So something like that. Yeah, they don't get killed. They get sent to the next dimension. Man gets demolished in an explosion. Nah, he'll be fine. Do you watch Dropkick on My Devil? I haven't seen Dropkick on My Devil. Today I finished my exams, so anyone who still has it, good luck. Congratulations. Well, good luck to all of y'all. Did you see the Shazam Cyberpunk meme? I haven't seen the Shazam Cyberpunk meme. I have seen the Cyberpunk meme where the guy punches somebody in a wheelchair and the guy from the wheelchair just rose up. and just magically heal, is able to walk just fine. That was freaking stupid. So apparently my V has the power of the crazy diamond. Just heals people with a bunch of the punches. Anyway, does having black skin increase police brutality in Cyberpunk 2077? I don't think so. I think they'll shoot you regardless of your skin color. But anyway, have you played Sonic Mania? I have not played Sonic Mania. How much one should spend on parts of the gaming PC, Appa? That is a complicated question. Depends. It really depends on you. But anyway, 6760 doing it to $1. I'm not moping around Pornhub going to the sanitized normie site, since unlike the other sites like YouTube and Tumblr, we have no other option that also don't end up turning their backs on people who don't go to the website. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. My brain imploded hentai. It's almost funny how I can slowly walk towards a group of enemies and punch one after another and take minimal damage. Surprised that even CD Projekt Red decided to go to that direction by canceling the release of Devotion on GOG. Yes, talk about that in my last video, or at least briefly mentioned that in my last video. Did you read Goodnight Pun Pun? I haven't read it, so... Did you find those free legendary mantis arms in the chest Japanese area of town? I actually have not found the free legendary mantis arm in the chest Japanese area of the town. I did not know that there's a free legendary mantis arm. I ended up buying it at the store because I have way too much cash to spend. And I'm not spending that on cars. Like, one of the things that I find very amazing is the fact that the fixers are acting like used car salesmen. Why? Why are the fixers in Cyberpunk 2077 coming in, hollering to my messages and say, hey, did you know that there's this car for sale? Did you know that there's this bike over here, this really cool looking bike for sale for like 120k eddies? You can just go ahead and buy them. Why would I need to... Shut the hell up, Piano. Why would I need to buy these cars and bikes when the game just gives them away for free if you play on the missions? If you are a nomad... If you're a nomad, you can get your car sometime at any point in the future. You can get your old car back. You can also get Jackie's car when, well, I won't spoil what happened, but not this car. His bike. I won't spoil what happened. You can get his bike. Seriously, it's dumb. They're acting like freaking used car salesmen to me. It's like, hey, got this car, got this bike. Go buy it if you want to. No, thanks. I got a bunch already. Anyway, I didn't answer to Giga Nigga's question. Ooh. Anyway, remember ArcSys Cyberpunk tweet that they ArcSys themselves removed? I somehow believe that those Cyberpunk fanboys had contributed to that decision that ArcSys made. I bet they would still accuse any porn site of something bad, even if it was all fictional. Hey Appa, ever heard of SMT Nocturne Hard Type? It's a patch that improves the game. I've been playing it and having a blast. I haven't, actually. I want to see that. I want to check that out, actually. Burning Effect is a better Cyberpunk story than Cyberpunk 2077. What the fuck is Burning Effect? I haven't seen that. It's a webcomic. Well, I haven't read it, so I can't really say. Despite all that advanced technology in Cyberpunk, there's no giant robots. 0 out of 10. There are giant robots, actually. There's a config file that you can modify to give your game more RAM and VRAM. Some people say that fixes some of the lag problems. Yeah, install the cyberware mod. It basically fixes that. Getting told by national television that the internet may be generation dumber through porn and cat videos, while telling me that freedom of speech exists but should not get jailed for it. So it spiraled down to all kinds of fetish porn. The consensus for Cyberpunk seems to be that it's not bad, but bugs may mess it up. Yep. Why is on that naughty list website for Twitter showed a naughty word but not lowly. This is my hot take. I tap back in the Cyberpunk video. I type again to see your reaction. Wait, I'm not seeing the hot take. How surprised would you be if the Geno from Super Mario RPG came out to Sephiroth? Don't know. Is it better than Stillwater? No. But wait. Better than Stillwater. No, as in no, Stillwater is not better. I'd say it's definitely better than Stillwater. That's a lot more details. You explore it in first person, it's a lot more immersive. And been playing Beatmania. The Sound of Tokyo is great, but I realized something while playing it. I suck. I'm really bad at rhythm games. Well, so am I. I just picked up Dead Space and the Legacy of Kain games right when I saw that GOG bent the knee to China. Oof. Shoda is not banned word in DuckDuckGo, but Lowly is. Weird how they said so early one. I remember that someone said The Witch 3 also faced the same issues nearly similar to Cyberpunk 2077 during its release back in 2015. I don't know, actually, because I'm not familiar with the Witcher series and I'm not familiar with the release of the game, so can't really say. Gameplay is fine. Maybe you get a car. Maybe you can get a car flying out of nowhere. Everything is fine. Was Night City atmosphere like any Bethesda Game Studios? A Bethesda Game Studios game atmospheric, or more like Trail Saga atmospheric? Like, oh, it's beyond any of those two. Seriously, you need to experience it to really witness it by yourself. Almost every interior of the game is accessible. Almost every interior of the game is accessible, which is freaking crazy. And by the time you do get to the interior, it's not generic. It's not just copy paste one interior over the other. They all have they're unique. They're pretty unique. They all have their own story. They all have their own weird quirks to tell, weird quirks to show, and everything like that. It's amazing. Seriously, it's one that you have to experience yourself. It's one of those things where you really have to buy the game. You have to experience it for yourself to know this is not. It's not like any game that I've ever played ever. Just exploring Night City as a whole, because it's such a densely packed city with lots and lots of things. It makes this a lot more immersive that way. So anyway, can't find a stream for Tokyo Godfathers. Just torrent it or pirate it or whatever. Joel Vinny Hainia did $3. Recovering from a fever. Can you work your meme energy on me? Well, in about 35 minutes. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Didn't know it was Thursday. Good morning. Instead of buying a next-gen console on Cyberpunk 2077, should I buy a bulletproof long coat, a carbon fiber katana, a visor to go on, and an adventure? I don't know. If that is more fun to you, then I suppose go for it. To be honest, I would have preferred Virgil over Sephiroth as the edgy anime swordsman. Maybe it's cheese pizza. Haha, CP is now either Cyberpunk or child photography. Have you read any Cyberpunk novels? I have the novel Snow Crash. I haven't read any novels in general, so... seeing Jackie die made me legit sad. Still glad that I did the wait and see approach for Cyberpunk 2077. Sephiroth's about to kill Mario for real, then Crash Spin attacks him. Combat Power or Crab Pasta. How would you feel towards CD Projekt Red doing a Nintendo exclusive? Why? The only people who are doing a Nintendo exclusive game are Nintendo. Nintendo needs to pay them somehow. Hello Appa, hello chat. I've been peeking at gameplays in Cyberpunk 2077 and sadly it seems it is just another overhyped game. Gameplay is fine. I've said this before. The gameplay is just fine. It's nothing new. It's nothing amazing. I thought there are a lot of things that Ubisoft did a lot better. But that being said, the world is unlike any other games you've ever played. Trust me when I say the world of Cyberpunk 2077 is not like any Ubisoft sandbox. It's not like any other sandbox games you played. It is such a densely packed, immersive world full of characters, full of so many stuff to find, full of so many things to get through. And the characters, the story, the narrative is top tier. It's amazing. It is a game that elevates it from being good, from being, it's okay, it's fine, I don't get the hype, to holy fucking shit, this game is amazing. It's totally worth it just for that. So, that's my opinion at least. Anyway, still glad I did the wait and see approach for Cyberpunk. One of my friends was talking about how the endings and choices never really change anything. I don't know if he just did the most boring options or what. It depends. It depends on how he meant as endings and choices never really change anything. It really depends. It really, really freaking depends. Because the best ending, in my opinion, for the game, you really have to do a bunch of things. So, No Man's Sky is an amazing game. Just don't buy it in 2017. In 2016, you mean. Yes, that is true. Don't buy it in 2016. GOG dropped the soap. So hype for Sephiroth. Sephiroth moveset, swing a sword, crazy range, done. Any anime and mangas you're looking forward to? Not really. Copper Piece. Discord is shit. That may just be me on Discord though. Don't forget MMD Hentai was also obliterated on Pornhub. Will you ever stream in 1080p? Appa, if you can donate to me and you can give me good internet per week, then yes, I will probably stream at 1080p. But for now, no. Hey Appa, I've been starting to use piano sheet music. Thoughts on Twitter arguing consensual cannibalism. I think we've already discussed that like last week. Do you agree with Fritonga about that Cyberpunk 2077 is not reason enough to buy or upgrade your PC only to play it? Fritonga about that Cyberpunk 2077 is not a good reason enough to buy, upgrade, or PC only for play it. It's not, if it's not one of the reasons, if it's the only reason, no. It should not be the only reason why you want to upgrade or buy your PC. You need to upgrade, if you want to upgrade or buy your PC, upgrade your PC if you think that the future games are gonna need it, and if for Cyberpunk is the future game, is one of the future games that you're gonna need to be able to run smoothly in your PC, then yes, go ahead and upgrade. But you should not upgrade it just because I want to play Cyberpunk, just because I want to play this one specific game. I mean, I guess you can do that, but technically speaking, if you're gonna upgrade for Cyberpunk, you're gonna be upgrading it for future games as well. But that being said, it really depends on how you upgrade the PC. You can't just upgrade the PC to meet the system requirements of Cyberpunk and just leave it at that. Whereas maybe other games in the future will just completely wreck that system requirement, completely wreck your PC. But we don't know. But yeah, do not buy it just for that singular one game. I I think Bugsnax has a better narrative than The Last of Us 2. Well, of course. I started playing DMC5. I gotta say, I love playing Virgil. Luckily, I downloaded a lot of FMD stuff. High School DxD has 4 seasons. Season 3 is somewhat non-canon now. Well, alright then. So many controversial anime has been announced. Redo of Healer. This one will start next month. World Ends Harem and Slave Harem with the Labyrinth of the Other World. I'm disappointed in your Smash announcement. I was really hoping Fortnite guy for maximum hilarity. I was really hoping for Virgil. I've just found my love for him. For Black Friday, I got 2 256GB micro SD cards. Cool. What are you going to use those for? Could you just offer tech repairs as a job or not? Sure, I could. It's just that not a lot of demands for tech repairs, or at least around my area. Cyberpunk for me don't launch. Oof, yikes. I don't see why Nagatoro would trigger anyone. I don't see it either. I love how when I close Cyberpunk via main menu, the launcher tells me the game crashed. Well, that happens occasionally at times, so. Jushin-chan is nice. The Other World. Batman Forever is nearly impossible to beat without save states. The SNES game? Will you stream next week? I mean, yes. Well, that's exactly, that's not, yes, of course I will stream next week. The only good thing about last week's award was this unexpected Yakuza Remastered Collection, Yakuza 6 on all PC platforms announcement. Cyberpunk is JoJo reference. Hey Mia. Anyway, Magic Healing Cripple Punch Go. Mess with the wrong cripple, fool. How about that piano stream? Probably not now. Cyberpunk glitch compilations are gold. Thoughts on 20th Century Boy? I haven't seen or heard or read that. I don't know what that is. Did you find that katana at the roof of the Arasaka building during the heist? I have not found it, actually. I love how entering an abandoned car counts for the cops as a stolen car and the police will shoot you, even if the car was obtained at the other end of the city. Eddie? You don't understand the terminologies. Eddies in Cyberpunk means cash. It stands for European dollars. That's why they call it eddies. Eddies. It's a Cyberpunk term. You clearly did not get the Cyberpunk lingo. So, Piano says it's time to donate for song requests. Healing Punch Man. Wish the cars are customizable in Cyberpunk 2077. That is true. I wish a lot of things are customizable in Cyberpunk 2077. Anyway, he is awakened. I've been playing One Shot recently and love the way the game breaks the fourth wall and makes you more involved in the story. Pillar Man Awaken. Would also be cool if somehow the game would have a third person update. Yep. Does it feature Dante from Devil May Cry series or Raido? The SMT remastered? I don't know. Not the remastered. The fix. The fix that I forgot what fix is called there. Goddamn. If you were in a fantasy setting, what class would you be? Warrior, mage, thief, etc. Thief. Without a doubt. I love doing myself some stuffing around, so I'm talking about the forged evidence, both given by Trucy and Phoenix being accused of forging the evidence, even though he didn't have time to forge the evidence, being arrested in Trump. Okay. Jenna will be decent for Smash, and taking the case right before the trial. The Brother Awakens, cue dramatic music. Speaking of gods, I made a drawing of his son in online art class and it looks pretty cool. Alright, cool. Kind of want to replay Super Mario RPG at some point. That was a pretty good game. Night City in 50 FPS, 15 FPS sounds nice. Meme stream is early. Yep, meme stream is early because I have something to do today. Yep. YouTube notification only showed your stream 30 minutes later. Yuck, YouTube. The sub of Tokyo Godfathers is on Crackle if anyone's interested. Cool. Watch Hardcore Henry. I have seen Hardcore Henry. It's fine. It's not the best, not the worst action movie I've ever seen, but it's enjoyable at least. Nintendo just shows why copyright laws need to be overhauled. Damn, I just found out that if you search Loli on DuckDuckGo, it recommends you a WikiHow and how to identify a pedo. Jesus Christ, DuckDuckGo. Cyberpunk looks fun, but it is broken in places. Yep. Though it might be restricted for US streaming, so for anyone outside, either pirate or use a VPN. Yep. Appa, no spoilers in Jackie. Also, Appa, reads chat message that spoils about Jackie. God damn you, chat! Fucking hell. Are we going to talk about Twitter arguing consensual cannibalism should happen? Yeah, we talked about that last week, I think. Usually when people use the word unlike any other, there are a billion games just like it. No, seriously, it doesn't. Seriously, it really doesn't. Night City does not feel like any other games that I played a lot of RPGs. I have played a lot of RPG games. I played a lot of open world games. Night City feels completely different, unlike any other RPGs. It is such a dense city. It is a city packed with so much stuff. Lots and lots of people, lots of cars living around. It's a freaking living, breathing city that feels like you're actually in there. It is amazing. And I say this as somebody who is not generally impressed with the game settings. I mean, Assassin's Creed Odyssey is fine and all. It's fine. It does the job, but it's not exactly amazing. It doesn't exactly wow me. The graphics did, the environments did, but the setting overall, the open world overall doesn't really wow me. But freaking Night City and Cyberpunk, it did wow me. It makes me go, wow, this city is pretty freaking immersive. It does it a lot much better than any other games that I played. Seriously. Anyway, hey, appabend, you don't look so good. You need more sleep, dude. Please get more sleep. I can't. I have things to do today. I cannot sleep. Literally. My mom. Go blame my mom. Just stupid. Hello, Appa. Hi there, chat. Been farming Fate Going. I'm already done with golden currency, so I'm free to watch some anime. I hope you guys have a good time too. All right. Do you recommend to buy Cyberpunk 2077 now or wait till like 1 or 2 years like The Witcher 3 to get all the DLC and fixes plus sales? Literally, see my last video. I talk about this, but the Tildeer version, yes, I recommend to buy it later down the line. Obviously, it's very, very obvious that the game's broken. Everybody's heard about it. I mean, if you buy it right now, I mean, why? Why would you do that? Wait, just wait. Wish you a good evening and also a good Christmas for you if your family's celebrating. Have a good one and be well. Thank you so much. I wish you a happy Christmas too. Y'all, happy Christmas too if you are celebrating. Happy holidays in case you don't. I heard many people expected Crash instead of Sephiroth. Wait, really, appabend? I must have missed last week's one or didn't pay attention to it. I don't know. It was last week or many other streams ago. Hey, Appa, did you talk about how much the PS4 version of Cyberpunk sucked? See my last video. Talk about that. Seriously. One of the reasons, my MechWarrior 5 is by all accounts shit, but I'm saving up to buy a PC to play it. I'll be able to play a lot of else too. Play Tomato Way 3. I don't upgrade PC 9 years. Bugsnax. Yeah, Bugsnax is one of those. It's the, I think it was the PS5 exclusive. Why? Don't know. No Man's Sky came out in 2016. I feel old now. If I only need to upgrade one component to play a new game, I'll upgrade. If it's more, I'll wait. I'm really only watching the Sephiroth stream because I like watching Sakurai play his own games. Bugsnax, very good game, apparently. I really want to donate some streamer like Appa, but unfortunately, I don't have money to donate. Not to mention, I don't know how to donate on the internet. Have a credit card, Streamlabs, links down below. Connect the Streamlabs to credit card. Connect the credit cards to PayPal or whatever. And just donate. Simple as that. Yo, how are you, my dear degenerates? I'm practically almost done with my university and almost entering my summer vacation. In the meantime, can you recommend me some niche 2D anime fighters, please? I don't think that's a market that has been populated with. I don't think that's a very densely populated market as much as a lot of the genres out there. So I can't exactly recommend any. Why is season 3 of High School DxD not like? Dunno. I go ask the chat. The chat is the one that's saying about that. Because manga and anime are different things. Kind of want to get No Man's Sky at some point. They pulled off major redemption after heavily messing it up at launch. Deus Ex is better than Cyberpunk. No. Depends. That really depends on what you're talking about. In terms of story and lore and world building, I'd say Deus Ex is a lot better. But in terms of characters, narrative, emotional impact in general, Cyberpunk does it much better. In terms of world, like the openness of the world, open world in general, Cyberpunk obviously does it better because Deus Ex is mostly just not. It's mostly Deus Ex is just non-linear. It's a lot more focused, a lot more tight. It's just a couple of hub towns and areas at some point, and some of them are linear, but you can access it in multiple ways. You can accomplish missions in multiple ways. Deus Ex is a lot more focused experience. Cyberpunk's a lot more open. It depends, man. What configuration menu is worse, Cyberpunk 2077 or Haven? Haven, without a doubt. It's just one setting that says low or high. That's it. Well, Cyberpunk 2077, you got, hey, here's settings. Here's settings that customize this. Here's settings to customize this. Here's settings to customize this. But I gotta give Haven some credit. At least Haven works. I should check 20th Century Boys. I admire Critical for giving insightful reviews on Voice Meter, but it's his opinion, so for sure I should have reconsidered my thoughts if I could agree with him fully or not. It's just somebody else's opinions on the internet. You can say it's valid or not valid. It's all up to you at the end of the day. Having a pacemaker makes you a cyborg. Yeah, that's one of the jokes. That's one of the jokes that Yahtzee pulled off in his Deus Ex Mankind Divided video. This grandma who has installed this pacemaker to help you. Thank you so much for installing this pacemaker. Now piss off to the ghetto, you og scum. Seriously, the issue's stupid. What do you think about Collection of Saga FF Legend being reworked to meet evolving cultural and social norms and that the game taunts you about it? Screw Square Enix. I do not know what they changed or reworked to meet evolving cultural and social norms. I really don't. I want to see proofs and I want to see evidence that the game is actually being changed in that specific order, in that specific way. But for now, it's something that they say in the front. I can just take their words for it, but I do want to see more proof. I know this sounds weird, but have you read the Cyberpunk EULA? It has something funny in it. I have not read that, actually. 20th Century Boys was made by the same person who made Monster. Oh, that Monster. Cool. I don't blame you for using MIDI covers of songs in your videos. I made those a lot. It's really addicting. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna keep doing that because those are fun to make. Those are fun. I love making MIDI covers of songs, and I'm just gonna keep on making them because those are fun. Appa, do you think if CDPR delays Cyberpunk for another year or two, game would be much better? Yeah, I think the game would be much better if they actually delay the game for about I would say a year, but say about 6 months or so. I think the game will be a lot better. Put the game in next year, and game actually be nominated for next year. It's might as well be nominated next year anyway. So. Duck go to jail. Hardcore Henry is a fine ass trailer though. It's fine. I've been watching Procrastitara on YouTube, new YouTube waifu. Because I'm a 21st century digital boy. I don't know how to kneel, but I got a lot of toys. My daddy's lazy intellectual. My mommy's on Valium so ineffectual. Appa, what the fuck are you streaming 30 minutes earlier? I was right on Spec Ops The Line. What are you right about Spec Ops The Line? Hi fellow gamers, trademark, how are you doing? I miss my Xbox 360. Do you listen to hardstyle? That depends on what hardstyle is. Abba, prepare himself to cosplay Tomoko from Watabote, hence the black spot under his eyes. I mean, that's just me every day. and the funny thing is, I installed 2 lights for this stream. I installed 2 lights because I get better setup and everything like that. So if I disable this light over here, it's a lot darker. Look at that. It's a lot more brooding. It's a lot more, very, very atmospheric and everything like that. But if I turn it on, it just evens the lights out. It gives a lot more shades, a lot more face in it. And the light doesn't even hit my face. It just hits the wall. It just bounces off the wall. But it still gives that pretty shade right there. So, anyway. Is it normal that after seeing all the funny bugs and glitches in Cyberpunk 2077, I got in the mood for playing Sonic 06 for fun again? I mean, if you enjoy it, I guess. I intend to buy it as soon as I can, not play it. Bug Snacks is just Frog Fractions 3. I haven't watched High School DxD, so I can't say. I learned yesterday a friend of mine who I've known for years ghosted me out of nowhere, no explanation. Jesus. Try Melty Blood if you're looking for an obscure fighting game. I guess technically Melty Blood is obscure, but now that you mention it, your Dark Eye Circle is getting worse. That's because I barely got enough sleep today. But it's getting worse as time goes on. It's just the real me. By the way, where are you expecting for the Video Game Awards to be, Rob? I see my last video. Talk about Video Game Awards in my last video. So, what is your opinion about PC elitists telling console peasant whiners because they can't play Cyberpunk 2077 in his consoles, even though PC gamers have suffered the same with bad PC ports? See my last video. I talk about how I pretty much said I am not a PC master race elitist or anything like that, and if you're going to promise the game to be released on the consoles, please optimize the game for the consoles. You promised the game to be released on the consoles. You promised the game to work on the consoles. If you don't do that, if you don't fulfill all of those promises, that's very anti-consumer. That's a scummy move. Plain and simple. This applies to everything. This applies to not just, I don't care if it's applying to the console peasants. I don't care if the console peasants are peasants. If you promise the game for the console peasants, then deliver it. Anyway, Robotnik donated to $1. If you could make an open world game, where does it take place? What's the story? Any ideas for side content? Sorry if this is too much. If I could make an open world game, I would make it take place in Crossbell. I don't know why. I mean, there technically already is Crossbell open world game. It's called Trails. It's called Trails from Zero. But I do want to see like a future Crossbell, which is like more hardcore. You can GTA your way out in and out of the city and everything like that. Actually, the entire Arabonia. Why the fuck not? I mean, Trails Cold Steel 2 technically did that, but it's not like super open. It's not like super open. It's just limited to a couple of hub towns and areas and everything like that. I was a lot more open, like Nike City level of open. Anyway, freaking auto school. Thoughts on the latest Nintendo Indie Showcase? I haven't seen it. Have you seen Saltpaw's video on Spider-Man 2? Yes, I've seen it. It's pretty good. I agree with him. And the thing is, I agree with him even before I watched the video, because before I do the stream with him, I watched Spider-Man 2 and I thought, oh shit, this film is not as good as everybody says it is. I rewatch it. It's not just because Southpaw told me. I rewatched it again because I was on the impression, well, I watched it at the first time. I watched it quite recently, actually, a couple of years ago, and I thought, wow, this film's actually pretty freaking good. I don't know why. It's pretty freaking good. One of the greatest superhero films ever. And then I watched it again. And I thought, oh shit. Oh man, this film is really not as good as I remember. It's so much plot holes, so many contrivances, so many really stupid subplots. And Southpaw just described it pretty detailed in this video, and not a lot of people are a fan of that. I mean, of course, because he said Spider-Man 2 is not very good, but I can vouch for him. I mean, if you watch, we can do like if it is possible, right? If it is possible, probably gonna invite them on a stream. We can watch. Not invite them on a stream. If it is possible, right? If Sony or whoever, if it's possible to be like, hey, can I just stream this movie and explain to you bit by bit and why this movie sucks and everything like that? If it's possible to do that without getting DMCA or copy strike, it will be freaking cool. But still, can't exactly do that. But anyway, they probably censored certain constera on or dialogue options. Again, we don't know. They say that they make it culturally more culturally like friendly to current year and stuff. But which content? What content did they make to be like that? I want to know. Appa, have you heard someone named Tom Tillis who wants to make people to have copyrighted music in their video to be able to go to jail for doing that? Yes, I've heard of him. Everyone has been talking about that. It is really stupid. But one thing you know for sure, that guy's taking loads and loads of money from big corporations and especially music industry who are benefiting so much from getting people to be arrested for having copyrighted music in their video. I mean, seriously. What did they change in Collection of Saga? Again, don't know. Square Enix to say they changed stuff, but we haven't seen any proof or evidence of it. Maybe they didn't. Maybe they just say it to incite outrage. I don't know. We'll see. Hey guys, are we talking about Twitch banning this word Sims, frigid, and incels? Yeah, it's that. I'm guessing the platform is protecting e-thoughts by preventing Sims from revalidating their choices. Apparently, they banned those words because they try to make it, because if you use those words on Twitch as a singular, as in a particular context, is fine. But if you use it to harass someone, it's not okay. I mean, why? I mean, harassing somebody in general is not okay. Why that word specifically? Excuse me. There are so many bad indies in the Nintendo Direct. Well, I haven't seen it, so I can't really say. Haven't seen any example of changes so far. Well, there you go. Also, virgin isn't a slur. It's how people would call those who were untainted. Heck, are they going to say the Virgin Mary is forbidden? I really do like Cyberpunk, Darkabend. Prepare yourself. I'm going to break the Twitch terms of service by saying, what do you call it? Sims. Mid-2000s, Appa. I am willing to forgive CDPR if they take the Hello Games route and spend the next 2 years fixing the game and releasing free DLC. Yes. Yes. They probably are going to do that. They've done that for The Witcher, so they're definitely going to do that in this one. Twitch needs to grow a backbone. Jesus fucking Christ. Good night, Avamen. Well, good night if you're going to sleep. Anyway. Melty Blood have Type Moon characters, so yeah, check it out. When it comes to bugs and talk of bugs, I get nostalgic for Skyrim. Yeah, I saw it, but I mean, did you think it was gonna be as obvious? No. Kind of the GTA Online right now is another good heist for making easy money and quite thrilling too, although it can be very chaotic. Kind of wish the Game Awards would be decent, but predictably they gave The Last of Us 2 a lot of awards. Also, the many trailers and ads got tiresome at the halfway mark. I need to check the indie showcase. Liar, Spider-Man 2 is great. No, please, I implore you to rewatch Spider-Man 2 again, and please tell me with a straight face that a lot of the subplots, a lot of the romantic subplots, a lot of the character development, Dr. Octopus's characters in general, in the way, stop it, Piano, and I know you disagree with me, fucking goddammit, please, I implore you to rewatch it. I would watch it with you. I would watch it with all of you who still think that Spider-Man 2 is great, as I would convince you and say, no, Spider-Man 2 is not as great as everybody says it is. Spider-Man 1 is still pretty good, though. I can give you that. But anyway, what game has the worst configuration? Haven, one save slot, really? Or Cyberpunk 2077? Why to compare the two? Those two are not even on the same level. Only awards that seem not bad were Ghost of Tsushima winning player's voice. Yeah, and Final Fantasy VII Remake winning Best RPG. I think Final Fantasy VII Remake robbed Yakuza Like a Dragon. Yakuza Like a Dragon actually tries something new. Actually does something new with the formula and make it work within the universe and actually make the universe infinitely more interesting and infinitely make it a lot more interesting in general. Whereas Final Fantasy VII Remake does the exact same thing, copy-paste it the first 10 hours of the game and stretches it into 60 hours plus more and just stretch the living shit out of it. Why the remake gets the freaking award? You fucking robbed it from Yakuza 7. Fuck that. That game does not deserve that. And I don't say that in the video because there are people who like Final Fantasy VII and I would rather not get to their bad side. But Final Fantasy VII, it just... good score. The score, I'll give them that. The score is too iconic too. Anyway, where was I? Though I admit I'm at least biased for the Final Fantasy VII Remake. Oh, I am biased against Final Fantasy VII Remake. In my opinion, one save slot is a terrible thing to do for an RPG like Pokemon. I say that we replace the term simp with Twitch staff. I guess I could watch the separate video after the meme stream starts in 15 minutes. The first dungeon of Persona 4 is really cool and underrated theme. Facts. Twitch don't want people to make fun of the target audience. Dr. Optus is... He's great in paper. In execution, no. I mean, can you explain to me how Dr. Octopus can hide his tentacles while he roams around the city? With all of his freaking big ass freaking leather freaking thing, jacket, with his big ass freaking leather jacket and everything like that. How the hell can he hide that? How the hell can he escape the city and manage to hide from everybody while doing all of those things? It makes no freaking sense. The first Spider-Man movie will always be the best. 2 was fine. I rewatch it all the time. Still love it. Piano agreed. I thought Spider-Man 3 is the worst. It's great, Appa. You are delusional. No! I will watch it with you if it's possible. I will watch it again with you if it's possible, and I will explain. I invite Southpaw in, and he will explain everything a lot more better than I could, because he's the one who is more dedicated on me on this topic. But I can tell you for sure. It is not as good as everything. Go watch Southpaw's videos. Seriously. Go watch Southpaw's videos. 1 hours long. It tells you everything that you need to know. It convinced Mahler. Like, freaking Mahler. Mahler, who has the opinion that Spider-Man 2 was freaking great. He's the one who says it's great. He watched the video and he said, well, actually, it's not as great as I thought. Seriously. Next appabend video. My piano is attacking me for criticizing Spider-Man 2. Spider-Man 2 is still my favorite Marvel movie. I mean, it can be your favorite Marvel movie, but still, it has issues. It has flaws. Severe flaws. I rewatch the whole Sammy trilogy every couple of months. Wasteland 3 was also robbed for best RPG and best soundtrack. I mean, Wasteland 3... Turn-based Yakuza with upbeat goofball main character. Isn't the remake not even the full game? Yep, everyone in the chat disagreed. Appa, even his piano disagree. I really wish Final Fantasy VII Remake was still turn-based. Probably does. They're gonna just want to give the Yakuza game a shot. And also, Final Fantasy VII Remake is kind of garbled when compared to Trials of Mana, which came out at the same time. Not a fan of Like a Dragon being turn-based. Game should have been a spin-off, not a main game. Like a Dragon is Gate. Great. That is true. Trenchcoat. Sephiroth, Rob, Virgil, you cannot change my mind on that. Speaking of Virgin Mary, I learned that there's an effigy on a black Virgin Mary in a small village in France who dates for medieval times. Christians were already doing race swap for it was cool. Big coat. It's very big, thick trench coat. Big French coat and hides it in the pier. Duh. I mean, no. You can't. You can't. I'm sorry. You can't do that. No. It was worse than Men in Black 1. That doesn't make it a bad movie. Let's just say his wife didn't marry him for his braids. If you're complaining about Doc Ock hiding his tentacles, you got Cinema Sin Syndrome. Literally, that is just one of the many other complaints. It is one of the many complaints that the film... I mean, seriously, it's the romantic subplot in general. Can you please tell me... You cannot tell me with a straight face that the romance between Peter Parker and MJ in Spider-Man 2 is good. It's fucking cringe! It's cringy ass... It's cringe! It's fucking cringe, and it takes a good portion of the fucking movie. It's stupid! It is really stupid. Mary Jane is a cunt! Please, for the love of God. Every single time the week goes in that subplot, it's like, oh, Mary Jane is dating J. Jonah Jameson's son, which is a plot that has never been brought up again. Actually, he's not Venom. He's ended up not being Venom. Venom is just some other guy, this other new guy, and this reporter thingy, Eddie Brock. He's not actually Venom, even though it would make sense if he's the one who's actually Venom, because he's the one actually go to space and everything like that. But seriously. And that's one of the few complaints. And you can't tell me that the romantic subplot is fucking amazing. And yet it's not. It's terrible. It's terrible. But anyway, my Sam Raimi trilogy rankings, 1 is better than 3 is better than 2. I mean, the main character can climb walls and shoot web from his arms. How is hiding mental tentacles weird? Hiding mental tentacles is weird. It's weird because it's consistent with the freaking rules. Peter can hide. Peter can hide himself swimming in walls. It's the consistency. My God. Never watched Spider-Man 2. Now I'm slightly interested. Unfortunately, I don't want to have a credit card because I'll end up getting a lot of debt when I used to it. That I kind of bad to save you money. Lamau Jenna just got deconfirmed in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Abba, can you say release the hentai in sinister tone of voice? Release the hentai! Or is that something like that? Anyway. To be fair, we don't watch Spider-Man for the romance. There you go. There you go. And it takes like it takes like 50 to 60% of the subplot of the plot of Spider-Man 2. A lot of the plot, a lot of Peter's character development hinges on his romance to Mary Jane, this fucking cunt. Right? That if the romantic subplot is removed, just focus on him, focusing on his issues, trying to deal with his responsibility as Spider-Man, that would have been great. But instead the film just, oh boo-hoo, Peter didn't get Mary Jane because he decided not to tell her that he's Spider-Man at the end of Spider-Man. Ugh. Anyway, we watch Spider-Man for the plot. I agree. I hate the romance in that movie. See? There you go. At the very least, we can have that common ground. The problem is the romance is a good portion of the movie. It takes like very good portion. The Amazing Spider-Man did romance much better than Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. The Amazing fucking Spider-Man did it much better. Seriously. Anyway. Bro, John Jameson is the reason why the symbiote arrives on Earth. J. Jonah Jameson is a werewolf. The Game Awards, it was amazing. The Game Awards orchestra was amazing. Hades to Assassin's Creed New Horizon was amazing. Spider-Man, you mean the human Holocaust. But the symbiote only goes rogue because Spidey rejects him and Eddie has a grudge against Peter. Yeah, arbitrary. It's a very arbitrary subplot. But here's the thing. It would have makes more sense if, again, J. Jonah Jameson's son, he comes in from the space, brings the alien symbiote, and he became Venom. And it's one of the criticisms that Nostalgia Critic has. And I thought, yeah, that would have been much cooler instead of this prick. Anyway, mental tentacles. Doc Ock now has psychic powers instead of robot arms. I'm going back and forth between this and Separate Floor. Your thoughts on Spider-Man 3? 3. You know what? Maybe I should rewatch the Sam Raimi trilogy. I did rewatch the first one again. I loved it. I still loved it, even though there's stupid stuff in it. They're really, really stupid stuff. I still love it. And granted, Spider-Man 2, there are a lot of things that I really love about Spider-Man 2. It's mostly just the idea. It's just the execution was poor. Anyway. Go watch Sunspots video. In the comics, just Peter got it on a battle world and thought it looked cool. Spider-Man lost his power into Spider-Man 2. I still don't get why no one figured he was Spider-Man in the first movie when he literally walked out of a room full of people with web trailing in the wrist. Actually, the explanation for that is that people already figured out that it was him. It's just that they refused to say it. Maybe it's the same way that a lot of people in Gotham City already knew that Bruce Wayne is Batman, but they just don't want to say it. Which begs the question and why the mobs don't want to do anything about it. But I suppose it's just the people in general. They just know, yeah, Bruce Wayne is Batman. We know Bruce Wayne is Batman. We just don't tell the mobs though. They're dumb. Anyway. Oh, that movie. I don't remember much about the romance. Exactly. You don't remember much about the romance? Then you should watch that movie and tell me with a straight face that it's just the cringiest freaking shit. Would you rather be a generic vampire or a generic werewolf? Q&A session now. J. Jonah Jameson is Captain Jupiter in the comics. Best romantic movie is UP. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Up. Oh, Up. UP. What did I say? UP. Up. Prove me wrong. I dare you. Romance takes less than 1/8 of the movie. That is true though. That is true. The Up is pretty good. That Spooderman rant debate is great. To add to that, superhero calling himself Spider-Man shows up as short while later with that exact ability. Spider-Man 3, where Peter blaming himself is actually justified for once. Oh, man. Imagine that Appa is overheating. Spider-Man 2 is not a bad movie. Seriously. Watch Sunspots. I beg you, watch Sunspots video. If you're still not convinced, watch Sunspots video. It's 1 hour long. He documented the entire thing, that why it's bad. It's 1 hour long, and he can explain to you. It's just not the romance subplot. It's a lot of things. Seriously, go watch it. Anyway, J. Jonah Jameson is the best part of a Spider-Man trilogy. Actually, one of the things that I noticed about J. Jonah Jameson in the Spider-Man trilogy is, do you notice in the first Spider-Man, right, when Green Goblin comes in, storms into the Daily Bugle, grabs J. Jonah Jameson and say, "Jameson, you slime, who is the photographer that takes pictures of Spider-Man?" And then J. Jonah Jameson, he knew that he was Peter Parker. He absolutely knew that it was him. But he's like, I don't know who he is. His stuff comes in the mail. He's no snitch. That's That is actually very interesting. That blew my mind. The fact that he did not snitch at Peter at that one point. It's even though has every reason. Actually, he doesn't have a lot of reason to snitch on Peter, but the fact of the matter is his life is on the line, but he didn't snitch on Peter at that time. It's great. It's one of the hidden character deaths, which is why his appearance in Far From Home, where he snitches on Peter and tell everyone that he is Spider-Man, is so off character. It's so out of character. I mean, it's cool. The reveal of it was pretty freaking cool, but the fact that he snitched on Peter on that, I mean, come on, y'all. Come on. But anyway, to be fair, Amazing Spider-Man Romance ends with a broken neck. Oof. Why did I say OPS? Oh, OPS. Still better than Far From Home. I will vote generic vampire being furry is cringe. Honestly, yeah. The Amazing Spider-Man 1 and 2's romance is a lot better than Far From Home's romance. Where's my piano scream? I was looking at this local bookstore. I saw they had the backups for JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 1 to 4. Cool. I don't know. I like Spider-Man 2 more than Far From Home. We all know your opinion on Spider-Man 2 now. What about your thoughts on the Spider-Man movie from 1978? Haven't seen it, actually. JJ was covering for him. JJ's a good guy. JJ's a bro. The reason people did not figure out Bruce's Batman is that Bruce acts like horn dog and playboy with some Mark Zuckerberg. Would you believe Mark Zuckerberg is a secret superhero? Yes. Yes, actually, yes. Have you seen Social Network? Have you seen the Social Network? He could be a freaking hacker. He could be a freaking hacker that just destroys the foundation of a lot of society for all we know. Anyway, JJ may hate Spidey, but he sticks to covering his sources. Didn't snitch because he doesn't want to lose him. He's doing it for greedy reasons, lol. I mean, you could see it as that, but at the same time, his life is on the line. His life is on the fucking line. JJ has more integrity than in real life mainstream media. There's one point where he said something like in Spider-Man 3 where he said, I haven't done a retraction in 20 years. I mean, say what you want about JJ. Say what you want about the Daily Bugle. Say what you want about him sensationalizing everything. At least he's not dishonest. 20 years and it never had printer retraction? I mean, goddamn. Damn. That is some quality journalist right there, I gotta admit. At least JJ's not racist. JJ was cool in 90s cartoon too. Freaking stop it, timer. I haven't done reading the chat here. JJ ain't no snitch. Even Spider-Man MCU has good movies because JJ would have benefits from Spider-Man shots financially. Superhero Lizard. If you want a better Spider-Man all around, watch that in the 90s series or Spectacular series. I seem to remember JJ being jealous of Spider-Man Memestream. In a novelization of the first film stage, Jameson takes his role as a journalist seriously and went to jail to protect sources. Damn, no snitch nibbus. It's funny knowing in some canons, Jameson know that Peter Spider-Man defends him into the grave. I went to Sam Raimi movies suspected to be like the 90s cartoons. Mainstream, both versus a habit of making Peter do very noticeable Spider-Man things like in front of groups people don't figure it out. If Japan is known for an anime and Germany is known for beer, what is Indonesia most known for? Machete. Anyway, not machete, just people fighting in general. Mainstream. Also, Jason in Jeff Anime costume is pretty funny. Piano's crying in the corner. Happy? But anyway. But anyway. Let's see. Yeah. It's time for the meme scene. Let's grab the intro here real quick. The way you talk about Mark Hacker that brings down the bad guys with a laugh shows how you wouldn't be able to believe shows you wouldn't be able to believe it yourself. I'm not being serious on that. I am not being serious. I'm just kidding. But anyway, let's play the intro here real quick. Oh, why did I? No! Intro, your position is wrong. You should be there. Boom. Excuse me. Excuse me. I got a bunch. I forgot to put one more. I forgot to put one more tweet here. Let me just grab the tweet here real quick. Only take a minute. Oh, it's just dark. It's just dark screen. It's like, what the fuck happened? Oh, the stream's dead. It's just a dark screen. Well, I'm just doing a couple of PowerPoint things in the background because I freaking forgot to put this tweet because this tweet is fucking stupid. Oh, this tweet's fucking stupid. It's fucking stupid. Gonna put it in there. Anyway, done putting those tweets. Now let's get to the fan arts. Boom. Fan arts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get into the fan arts. This one is sent by an anonymous from an email and refused to give any sorts of identities or identifiers. This is me being banned for being a loli. apparently Appaloli is banned on Twitter right now, I guess. But Twitter does it secretly, also secretly likes it. Twitter! Thank you so much for the fan art. If you want to send fan arts, you can send them links down below. There are links and freaking emails, Twitter accounts, everything like that. Also, Streamlabs links down below. You can go ahead and buy that. Anyway, what did I say? Bye. Anyway, there's also fan art here by Tanashi. Here's me sucking on a lollipop. Sus. But anyway, thank you so much for the fan arts. If you want to send me fan arts, links down below. It's on my email. If you don't have any Twitter, you can just send it on Twitter. I'll retweet you and everything like that. I'll Streamlabs links down below. You can donate to me. Let's see if you can make it to 69 bucks. 69. Wow. Oh my god. I can't believe it. This is a One Angry Gamer article. One Angry Gamer article. I am blessed. A One Angry Gamer article that's now in 2020. It's been a while. He is back. Billy. Oh no, Kevin this time. But One Angry Gamer is back. God bless you, motherfucker. God freaking bless you. But anyway, a different antidote to $2, considering how much the woke folk have tried to ruin 2077 rep only for the game to ruin the rep itself. I feel like playing that Call of Duty mission fail soundbite. Also, the fan art is super kinky. Love it. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. But seriously, though. One Angry Boomer coming in back. Oh, man. One Angry Boomer come back with a style. Or is it? We'll see. Gaming has always had, anyway, backlash against people taking offense as Cyberpunk 2077 begins. Well, it has already started. It begins. Well, I wouldn't say begin. It continues more like, but backlash against Cyberpunk 2077 has continued for a while now. But, well, nice of you to join in the party. But anyway, gaming has always had what critics have lacked: actual homogeneous diversity. For gaming attracts a diverse range of people from all races, ethnicities, religions, genders, and hailing from across the political spectrum. Now, calm the hell down. Calm the hell down, One Angry Boomer. You're making a very base take right here that is not a very, how do you call it? It's not very racist. It's not very sexist and homophobic. You usually start talking about how the gays are giving the HIVs and the black people are doing the crimes or whatever. But apparently, no, you're gonna coming in with the base take. I mean, goddamn. One Angry Boomer, come on. Come on, this is One Angry Boomer. There should be more of those takes. Anyway. All gathered together with the simple undertaking of sharing their passion for gaming. After all, entry into the hobby pastimes as simple as picking up and playing the game. Okay, whatever. Blah, 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 blah. There are a bunch of... the article cites an outrage thread by Recent Era takes. Recent Era got freaking mad about this game. We'll get to how Recent Era got freaking mad about the game in a bit. But seriously, though, this is really stupid. It should be noted that they're also racist for having Haitian descendants, have Haitian culture, as that makes perfect sense and is it the moment you should begin reevaluating your ideology. I mean, One Angry Boomer, this is so far a very tame take, very cold-ass take you have here. What's going on? Come on. This is not the same without Billy's around. It's just, well, here are a couple of contributors. They don't exactly do as good of a job as Billy in terms of giving us the cringe. But hey, if they're going for fair reporting, I mean, good on them. But it's just not as fun, you know? In between bursts of router and how deranged some people are, our advertising partners at Casino Review... No. No. No.
No.
No. No. No.
Nope.
No. No.
Nope.
No. 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 No.
Nope.
No. 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 No.
Nope.
No. 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 No.
Nope.
No. 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 No.
Nope.
No. No.
Nope. Nope.
No.
Nope.
No. No. And no, want you to evaluate which are the best online casinos available online. No, 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 no. One angry boomer. No, no. Make hot takes about gay people and black people again, please, instead of actually trying to scam people. This is beyond. This is beneath you. Okay. You are the master of making really bad takes about those people, about marginalized people in general. And yet here you are advertising casinos and scams and everything like that. Ah, man. I mean, look at this. Casino Reviews, your ultimate guide to the casino. I thought we've already established gamers do not like these gambling stuff. They do not like these casino stuff. They have a strong backlash against this stuff on video games and especially the one in real life. Why would you do this? Oh my God. This is just, this is why I don't do a lot of sponsorship, because this sponsorship does things that are completely incongruent and inconsistent with my values, right? I do not like to gamble myself. I do not like video games that gamble shit, that have gambling mechanics, have gambling elements and all of that. I don't like them. Not a fan of that. So if I have an advertisement that say, hey, I do not like gambling, so here's my online gambling casino sponsor, Casino Reviews, blah, 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 blah. Billy, One Angry Boomer, is just a sad shell of its former self. It's ah, man, I feel sad. We don't have to cringe anymore, I guess. So yeah, it's just come back, Billy. We need some cringe. But anyway, yeah, seriously no. So sad, absolutely sad state of affairs. Anyway, let's move on. The Callisto Project is a new survival horror. I think I talked about this in my Game Awards video, from the creators of Dead Space, and it takes place 3 centuries to the future of the 3 centuries in the universe of the PUBG universe. The PUBG the PUBG universe, is that even a thing? Is PUBG universe even a thing? Are the characters from Battle Royale in it? Because if there are no characters from Battle Royale, then it's not a good universe. Sorry. What does this game have to do with anything? It's like if say Resident Evil 8 takes place in the future of the Fortnite universe. Oh God. Oh God, don't even, no. I'm not putting Capcom any ideas. Capcom is one of those developers, like, as long as you pay them money, they're gonna do fucking anything. They released that fucking Monster Hunter movie. They're like, hey, we're gonna buy the license for the Monster Hunter movie with Mila Jovovich and freaking Paul W.S. Anderson and everything like that. God damn it. What's the PUBG universe anyway? Why? This is stupid. Okay, what is this? Confession, I only give black homeless people money.
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a third racist.
Wait, why? Why only black homeless people? Why? Hey, Lamau, I thought I was the only one, because if you're white and homeless, you just really decline success. Oh, there you go. There you go. Apparently, if you are white, that automatically means that you decline success. That automatically means that success is, you just decline now. It's just being handed over to you in a silver platter and you just say no to success. Why are you white people saying no to success? Why are you white homeless people saying no to success? Dumb. Fucking same. No reason why white people in this country are poor or homeless. No reason? No reason? Are you...
How could this happen to me?
Why? Just why? That's fucking... Oh, man. Okay, what the fuck is this? Oh, don't worry. You're not drawing for free. I'm gonna pay you back with my... Oh, choosing beggars are choosing beggars. Here's an art choosing beggar. Here's an art choosing beggar. Here's a client that wants to pay you by exposure. Oh, the classic pay you by exposure thing. You either pay me with money or I'm not drawing it for you. It's as simple as that. I mean, it's as simple as that. Plain and simple. Pay me money, I draw you stuff. Girl, you're a small artist. Who the fuck would pay you for your art with money? Literally everyone. Literally everyone who wants to do business transactions. It doesn't really matter if they're small or big, right? If they sell their artistic talent, they sell their time, and they'll sell their time and livelihood for you. You better fucking pay them. And why is that so hard to... If you think I'm gonna waste any of my time drawing your ugly ass bagel face after you insulted my art like that, then you're being delusional. Ooh. Ooh. Fucking. Oh.
Well, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
Yikes, man. Fine. Small artists are the same. There's a reason why you don't have much followers. As if that fucking matters at the end of the day. I mean, I'm a VTuber and you'll regret this. Watch out, everyone. We got a badass here. Oh, I'm a VTuber. You'll regret this. Oh, no. Ooh, I'm scared. A VTuber. Oh no, I'm scared. I'm terrified of my life. Ooh, maybe we should do what they actually say. Ooh, Jesus. Oh man. Sir, now the need to $1. Sometimes I would like to mention the attacks on Logitech nowadays seems to be based on the concept of critical gender theory. This is just the anime version of Anita Sarkeesian's teachings being applied. Thank you so much for your donation. Keep them coming, man. I'm a VTuber and you'll regret this. Wow. I can't believe that becomes one of the internet's least effective intimidation tactic. I mean, how are you going to intimidate someone with I'm a VTuber and you'll regret this? What a very effective intimidation tactic you got there, mate. I'm a VTuber and you'll regret this, kakaro. Vegeta donated $1. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep it coming. Oh, man. God damn. Man, internet tough guys are doing so hard to freaking intimidate people. That is... Oh yeah, remember when I said that we're gonna talk about the consumers? The people who consume, they put in the surface of the consume and everything? Well, our Funko Pop is one of the best places to go if you want to see people just consume, just being an absolute fucking goober. My collection for 4 years, 430 pops later. Why? Why are you collecting this garbage? Why? It doesn't look good. None of the Funko Pops look great. None. Buy Nendroids. Buy anime figurines. At least they actually look like the characters. I feel you. I have over 1,000. Over 1,000! Why? 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 Oh, over 1,000 and not even a half are outright conceded. Why? Why would you do this to yourself? If we're gonna have over 1,000 games or have over 1,000 movies would make more sense than 1,000 fucking. We're gonna do it fucking Funko Pops anyway. At least you can rewatch movies. At least you can play video games. Funko Pops are there just so you can have bragging rights. Fuck me. How much have you spent on Pops? Do you ever regret it? I only regret not collecting sooner. Oh my fucking god. The consumer. The amount of...
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
It just... The consumer... I don't know.
I'm frustrated that the human race is doomed.
I'm playing this one too. Might as well.
Come on now, don't get angry. Don't get angry. It's just a stupid NPC.
I don't get it. I've considered working for Funko at an artist since they close to where I live. Also, the record for the largest collection of these spots is set at 5,000. Thousands wanted it to $1. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Seriously, why? I don't get it. Why are just Google Funko Pop if you really don't know what it is. Seriously, it doesn't look. It's thousands, I think, which is scary to think about. I don't regret the bulk of my collection, but a lot of impulse buys that have added up. Why? What? I don't get it. I just get it. Why do people hate Funko Pop so much? I don't know, because they don't look very appealing. They look ugly. They destroy whatever aesthetic the characters have. Yep, I would rather you have buy 1,000 anime figurines than freaking Funko Pops. At least anime figurines have nudes and they're better to look at. Seriously, why? I've never heard a non-collector bring them up in a positive light. Most people just start a rant about how they all look the same, ugly, overpriced, overproduced. Yes, yes. Yes, 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 and yes to every single one of those points. Reddit loves to hate them. Don't video the hyena donated $5. Think there's a Funko Pop of Fidget the Nimbat asking for a friend. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Frequently, get out of the way, donation. Frequently call them the next Beanie Baby collectors are children. Why keep it in a box? Yeah. I don't get it. Maybe I'm an outsider looking at it. Why? Why? I just do not see the value of buying like thousands of these things. Even an anime figurine makes more fucking sense. I stop at the Rick and Morty Pops and focus more on a fancy display case. If you want to buy a display case, display something more appealing. Like even fucking anime figurines look more appealing than... Now when people see my Pops in my house, they just stop and stare. Because they are baffled. Because they look at you and thought, wow, you're a fucking weirdo. I mean, granted, that's the same effect to anime freaking figurines, but at least anime figurines look better. At least anime figurines are prettier to look at. At least they actually look like the characters that they're representing. Then want to see all of the different ones and ask questions. Then I just get to explain my joy for Rick and Morty. Oh my fucking god. Consume. You can't even with these people. You just can't. Oh my god, what is this? It hasn't even been 24 hours and I have a call out post for drawing porn on Instagram. Well, of course. Here is another installment of child photography, ladies and gentlemen. Do you want another installment of child photographies? Child photographies, those awful, awful child photographies on the internet. How absolutely terrifying. Hey everyone, I know this isn't my usual kind of post and I'm sorry for that. However, I still feel the need to bring light to this. And before I start, I just want to clarify, I am not in support of harassing the user in question. Yes, you are. Yes. Yes, you absolutely are. You brain dead motherfucker. You, the moment you make this post and you call out this specific user, yes, you are absolutely going to be doing exactly that. I mean, my god. This is simply a gateway to talk about larger reoccurring issue in the art community. Well, here I am going to talk about a larger reoccurring issue in the art community. The issue being you. Recently, I was sent a post from an artist on an account of some My Hero Academia fan art. The issue with this is due to the fact that this particular fan art is depicting Bakugo, a minor, in a sexual way. Welcome to the fucking internet. Welcome to the fucking internet. Oh, you just now found out that people or anime characters are being sexualized. Oh no, how terrible. Welcome to the internet. Seriously, this is your first time? The first time you've been into this freaking trash pile of shithole that is the fucking internet? My god. A minor in a sexual way. The user in question. Not safe for work warning in the next slide. There's nothing wrong with this. How can you look at this and thought, yeah, that's a kid. Yeah, this is a kid. This is a minor. As you can see, there's an obvious issue with this picture. No, it doesn't. I don't see it. I don't look at this character and thought, this character is a child. This character is a minor. That looks like a pretty fucking adult to me. Depicting a minor in a sexual manner in any way, shape, or form is illegal. No. It really doesn't. That depends on the country. That depends on whoever is arguing the legalization. But seriously, it does not matter if you are minor as well. It is child photography. God. Seriously, you're gonna spend your time fighting on this? It's just drawings of My Hero Academia characters. All of the following pictures are drawings of minors being overly sexualized. Okay, so what? So freaking what? I don't, why are you putting these, do these look like minors to you? Huh? Do these look like freaking minors to you? You get freaking outraged. Oh, this character this character is 16 in the anime, but maybe the character isn't, because it's a fictional character. You can bend it to however you want. There's a that base level is pedophilic and illegal. My God, you're dumb. This isn't the first time the artist has done it either, and most of her, not safe for her, of course, not safe for art that I found revolve around the My Hero Academia boys. I mean, I absolutely think we should play that. Yeah, play this. You should. I mean, might as well. When people commented on the first post shown, calling her out for depicting a minor in a sexual fashion, Toki simply deleted the comments. Can't blame her. This is dumb. Because this is a really stupid and dumb call-out post for something that should not have been a freaking issue. Oh, you just encountered the drawings of anime characters on the internet. Oh, the horror of humanity. Clearly, she is aware of the fact that what she's doing is wrong. No, what she's doing is right. You are just stupid. You are just making an outrage out of fucking nothing. And yet she refuses to take accountability for her actions. You refuses to take accountability for your action. For trying to harass this person and telling her what she's doing is wrong when there's really nothing wrong about this. Honestly, I would have expected an artist with 35,000 to know better or at least be more mature, but I guess not. What she is drawing is disgusting, pedophilic, and not to mention illegal. Again, it really depends. She primarily draws fan art for a fandom that largely consists of children. My Hero, I mean, I guess you can say that My Hero Academia mostly attract children. And by children, I also mean the overgrown adults who act like children. I mean, seriously though. Seriously. Therefore, these children are being exposed to sexually explicit material as well. Maybe these children just watch My Hero Academia. They didn't engage in the freaking fandom. Not that I should ask them to. And don't give your kids access to social media in general. I mean, seriously. Again, please do not harass the artist. That's what you want people to do by this post, though. That's what you want people to do by making this post. You are implicitly suggesting that they should, because they did something morally horrifying. I would suggest to block them and report their art. Well, I honestly would suggest that, but unfortunately people are making call-out posts like this. How about you just block this artist and report their art instead of making this call-out post and telling everybody to do the same thing as you because you think everybody is just as triggered as you are when they come into this freaking topic. It's a message from Toki herself. People think that I care about what they think when I'm gonna just block them if they're gonna piss their pants about a big strong man. Yeah? One of the few instances where I'm going to give claps on blocking people. This is, seriously, this is fucking stupid. What? Hey, homie, people aren't mad at a big, strong man. Yes. Yes, they are. They're mad that you're drawing child porn. This is not child porn. This is far from fucking child porn. The characters do not even look like children. My God. Just admit that what you're doing is illegal. It is not. And stop drawing minors in a sexual way. It's super easy, actually. No. How about no? We're not just gonna follow the demands of some... Stop it. Stop it, fucking clap. We're not gonna just follow the demands of some fucking stupid internet motherfuckers. Seriously. Hey man, this person used to be in my art GC trying to promote this post. A lot of us didn't agree to her allegations against you. And when I, a minor, said, I think it's okay to draw shirtless fictional boys, they call me a pedophile. Wow. That aren't these people the most pleasant people to interact with on the internet? Yeah, if you're a minor and say, no, it's perfectly okay. It's perfectly fine if these people just draw whatever the fuck they want. I mean, God forbid. What a fucking stupid thing. You're a pedophile. If you say that, you're a pedo. You're a fucking pedophile. Even if you're a minor, you're also a pedophile. Called me a pedophile, told me to kill myself, posted a crop screenshot of me sarcastically saying, oh yeah, I'm so into CP, right? To send their followers after me for death threats, and yeah, why all of that? The most pleasant individuals on planet Earth. People who say that if you draw characters from My Hero Academia in a sexually suggestive way, that you are child porn, that you are automatically the worst human being on planet Earth, and therefore you should be lynched or etc. etc. So if you want to call her out, you shouldn't feel bad. Yeah, seriously. Yeah. Call these people out. This person is fucking stupid. Whoever made this freaking Instagram post, you're dumb. You're stupid. You're an idiot. My God. Anyway. See, that's the problem right there. To answer your question, no, I do not like ships such as that. I don't like age gap ships or anything like Hisoka and Gon. But to straight up refer to it as pedophilia, an actual crime that real children are suffering, is gross. Yeah, that is correct. It is pedophilia. No, it's not. No, it's not. When people die in shows, it's called murder. But real people do not murder fictional characters. Real people do not literally go into the universe to kill fictional characters. If a real life person writes somebody killing someone else in the paper, that's not murder. If that's not murder, then a real life person writing in a piece of paper saying that a kid fucks another kid or a kid fucks another adult, that's also that's not pornography. That's also not pedophilia. Wait, why is... It's called murder, which is an actual crime. So why is pedophilia different? Man... This is the stupidest fuck. I'm just asking to be sure so I can unfollow. Japan has a major pedophilia problem. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. It literally, compared to America and compared to the US, compared to the UK, Japan has like the lowest freaking crime rates out of all of the countries or the Western countries in general. In fact, it makes the Western countries to be freaking hypocrites. Especially media with many kids. Despite the fact that it has a lot of media with many kids, a lot of very perverted stuff, over sexualization here and there, it still has lower crime rates than lower rates of rape in general compared to US and America. I mean, US and America, US and UK. Seriously. If it's often used as a grooming tool, citation needed. Citation needed. People do not use loli for grooming tool. That is literally not. But I'm not here to argue, really, just to make sure I'm not reading incorrectly. Trigger warning, death threat mention. With all due respect, please stop sending me death threats. I've gotten two already and I'm terrified out of my mind. I've learned that pro shipping is disgusting and unacceptable, and I've learned from my mistakes. Oh my God. Oh, God forbid that people just ship fictional characters from one to the other. God forbid that they did that. They deserve to be threatened for their lives. They deserve to be killed because they dare to ship fictional characters that I don't like. Oh, man. I've learned from my mistakes, so please no more. I'm sorry. Don't listen to these people. Any of those people who are sending you death threats, they would fucking flinch if you just move on a freaking 1 foot of them. Or just a couple of foots from it. Just 10 foot of them. If you are near their vicinity, they would scream and they would run like a fucking coward. In fucking real life. Seriously. These are internet tough guys. These are freaking internet tough guys. Whatever threats they make, fucking, they're not gonna do it. They're not gonna do it. Especially not in current year. Not with being arrested by the cops, especially. Thomas donated 25 bucks. Thank you so much. God bless. Hey, Appa. Hey, chat. Sorry, I'm late. Hope this makes out to it, dude. 25 bucks for the stream. God bless. That is a blessed donation. Absolutely blessed donation. God bless you. 25 bucks for the stream. Let's see if we can make it. Let's see if we can make it to 69 or maybe even more. Or maybe 100 or 200 or 300 or 1500. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming, ladies and gentlemen. Streamlabs, links down below. Blessed donation. Anyway, I learned that pro shipping is disgusting and unacceptable. Learned from my mistake. Yeah, read that. Admin here, I sincerely apologize for the comment I made about pro shipping before. The person was really close to me, but there was still no reason for me to say that. I learned more about the dangers of pro shipping. There is literally no danger of shipping fictional characters. It doesn't matter if the fictional character is like 15 or even like 1 year old. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It really doesn't. It's just fictional characters. It's just people engaging in whatever sorts of hobbies, whatever sorts of fictional universe, whatever sorts of hypothetical fictional universe that they like. It is nothing, there's nothing quote unquote pedophilic about it. Nothing about grooming children. If children are engaging in not safe for work stuff, they should not be in the internet in general. Okay? Children should not be engaging in not safe for work stuff in general. It's not just for the anime. It's not just for the fandom. It's not, they shouldn't be engaging in fandoms in general, actually, because they're freaking children. They shouldn't be on the internet, period. Be gone, fetus. I'm so sorry, please forgive me. I didn't even fully understand pro shipping back then, but now I do, and I understand what a bad thing is. I take full responsibility for my actions. I am truly sorry for what I said. No, you shouldn't. No, these people are insane. They send death threats over shipping of fictional characters. How can you think how can you say with a straight face that, yeah, these people are very sensible individuals that have very good moral grandstanding? I shouldn't have let my feelings for someone get in the way, and I promise that I have changed. You shouldn't. Really, do not freaking apologize. I don't get it. By the way, if you don't know what pro shipping is, pro shipping two fictional characters. Pro, endorsing somebody who ships fictional characters. Or at least don't very say, hey, if you ship this character, I don't really care. I don't really care. That's your personal opinion. You think this ship is fine. I think my ship is better. Or I prefer my personal ship. But hey, if you like your ship, you do you. Simple, plain and simple like that. But apparently that's just the worst thing ever. Do not do that stuff. Or else you're pedophilic. You're endorsing pedophilia. That you shouldn't have said anything before you were educated about it. And you said it on a role-playing account where lots of people follow. I should have educated myself before blindly saying something like that. You're right. This is my only account and I should have stayed neutral if I didn't know anything about it instead of defending a close friend. Ugh. I hope you learned a lesson. Be careful next time. No. Do not appeal to these lunatics. These people are lunatics. They will send death threats over fictional characters. Over the pairings of two fictional characters. That's literally it. I mean, they're being sent death threats. What exactly is the lesson here? Yeah, there's no lesson to be learned here. These are intimidation tactics. These people are being intimidated into silence because with these freaking threats. Because they dare to post fictional characters. They dare to post ships of fictional characters. Oh, man. I need context. Trigger warning, pedophilia. Did you know that pro shipping was about including pedophilia back then? No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. Pro shipping is just two fictional characters. Some of them, yes, are underage. But at the end of the day, it's just fictional characters. It doesn't really freaking matter at the end of the day. It doesn't. Oh no, this thing is going to endorse pedophilia and therefore it's going to groom these children who are these unsuspecting children who are entering the fandom and find out these horrifying not safe for work stuff. Maybe they shouldn't be in the freaking fandom in the first place. It is not our responsibility to be careful to a lot of people, to children and on the internet. Children on the internet have signed their own fucking death warrant. They shouldn't be. They have terrible fucking parents the moment they did that. I am sorry to say this, but adults, the internet is full of really stupid stuff. That's stupid, but also not safe for work stuff. Children will always find a way to find those not safe for work stuff. Internet should be 18 plus in general. It should be entered by people who are mature enough to enter it, and yet clearly these people aren't. These people are not mature enough. These children aren't mature enough. They went into not safe for work stuff and complained that it makes them uncomfortable. My God. I defended a friend blindly up to that point. I didn't know what pro shipping truly was and how disgusting it was. It really isn't. It really is. I didn't know it was literal pedophilia. It really is not. It is freaking not. And I wrongly put my feelings over them first before educating myself. I feel horrible for doing so. You should not. You should not. These are actual children. These are mentally deficient adults with the mental capacity. No, children are smarter than this. Children are smarter than these freaking adults. Seriously. There's also this. I drew squiggly using her classic move against Phila. Color it this time. Yeah, this is a post from the Skullgirl subreddit. Okay, so this is objectively well drawn, but I have a problem, and that is Squiggly and Phila are 14 and 16 respectively. Oh no. You're joking, right? This is literally just an official move from the game, which in itself over-sexualizes its minors. Oh my fucking god. I love playing Skullgirls, but I admit it has very problematic elements. They're not real. Just lines. Then again, what am I expecting for someone who says problematic on a Skullgirl sub of all things? The game clearly isn't for you. Try to learn to make the difference in between a fictional character and a real minor. Freaking amazing. Neither was Jaws, but that movie sure did end up with lots of real dead sharks. Yeah, do you know why? Because that movie ended up with real dead sharks? It's because people cannot tell the difference between fiction and reality in the same way that you did. You backwards ass motherfucker. I mean, seriously, do you want to bring the Jaws argument again? The Jaws argument, the reason why people are killing sharks in Jaws is because they cannot tell the difference between fiction and reality. Also, it's the 1970s or the 80s, wherever the Jaws was released. There's no freaking internet. Now you have the source of information in your freaking hands right now, and loads of information, loads and loads of ways for you to be exposed to the correct information. There are lots of fake information out there, don't get me wrong, but this, my god. Even in fiction, sexualizing minors normalizes pedophilia. Normalizing pedophilia is normalizing pedophilia. Sexualizing minors has happened for what, years now? In the fiction, in the freaking lolis and shotas has been a thing for years. And even if we ban every single one of them, ban them, we just remove every single one of them, pedophilia is still going to exist. Why? Because it doesn't fucking matter. Because pedophilia is exclusive. It has nothing to do with whatever loli and shota shit that is happening. This week, if only a couple of cases out of like what, 100,000, hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people who are lolicons, we have only like what, I can only count in my hand of the amount of lolicons that actually went to freaking jail. Some of them are Smash Bros player, but anyway, not for jail, but seriously. It makes space in the community for people who are horny for minors, real or not. Yeah, because it's common knowledge that real minors look like Squiggly and Phila. This is dumb. This is dumb. Why Fujoshis are fucking gross and why male love male hates them, as in gay people hates them. A much needed thread. Really? Why Fujoshis are gross and why gay men hates Fujoshis. At the end of the day, Fujoshis are doing their thing. For fictional characters, right? If there are actual, real life shippers out there, now those people are fucked. Those people are messed up. Those people, I will 100% argue that they have serious issues. If they pair, for example, if they pair K-pop artists with one another, they make fan fictions of shipping one K-pop artist that are real life people. They have issues. But fictional characters, I can at least understand. But real life people, no. Don't do that, please. Also, I included this because this person apparently follows an account called anti-LGBT person. Interesting. It's an account that is anti-LGBT. Following, it has Haku from Naruto, one of the most famous traps in the series. Traps. Well, some inclusive profile picture gives me the vibe just that I'll be dead in 7 days. There's nothing wrong with homophobia. Billy, is that you? Billy, are you making... This sounds like Billy. Is this you, Billy? Are you making these hot takes? There's nothing wrong with pedophilia? Pedophilia. Homophobia? The best part about being anti-LGBT is that I don't need to post trigger warnings. Okay, I'll give you that. That's fucking hilarious. Billy, post more of this. Post more of this stuff instead of letting the people who shill for casino in your freaking website. Anti-LGBT person is an excuse in disguise. Which funny few F words is gonna expose me. I think I'm gonna expose you as Billy from One Angry Gamer, but goddamn, Billy, tone down with the roasting, with the anti-homophobia, Billy. Adam and Eve, not Adam and Steve. You confuse gay children. Oh, man. Oh, Billy. Joe Vini donated to $1. If anything, the Jaws argument amps the reason why people should know the difference between reality and fantasy. Yep. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Oh, Billy. Anyway, let's move on from all of that. If someone listed these as their favorite movies, what would you think of them? Okay. What are the favorite movies? Wolf of Wall Street, pretty good movie. Reservoir Dogs. Reservoir Dogs is actually my favorite Quentin Tarantino movie out of all of them. Godfather, one of my favorite films of all time. Okay, American Gangsters, pretty good movie. Dark Knight Trilogy, well, the last one's not that great, but the rest pretty good. No Country for Old Men, pretty good. Mad Max Fury Road, very good. Deer Hunter's pretty good. Heat's pretty good. These are all very good movies. Boondock Saints, Gangs in New York, Scarface, Mystic River, The Departed, Training Day, Goodfellas. Only thing that's missing is LA Confidential, The Infernal Affairs. This guy likes crime drama. This guy likes crime fiction. Wait, what am I supposed to answer? Are you supposed, oh no, this person has toxic masculinity. And this person has very toxic masculinity. Is that what I'm supposed to say? A dude bro with very narrow taste. I think he just likes crime fiction. Why are you putting so much thought? He just likes crime drama. He likes Martin Scorsese films. He likes mafia movies. I mean, I like mafia movies too. What's wrong with that? These are mostly at least acceptable movies, although Boondock Saints is legit terrible. Okay, dude. Okay. Hold the fucking phone, dude. Hold the fucking phone. Oh, man. This is like a bro singularity. This is a black hole testosterone collapsing on itself, never to be touched by a woman again. I mean, I like all of these movies, and I got myself a girlfriend, so I don't know what the fuck y'all's fucking smelling. Dirty bathtub, one cooking pot. They put clean laundry back into. Jesus Christ! Why are you making fan fiction out of this guy? Ties bread back in a knot instead of using twist tie. Oh, how fucking awful! Ties bread back in a knot. Oh, horrible. Put hot sauce on everything. Has a 3-pound tub of protein powder in the fridge and one crusty cup they used to drink it. What the fuck? This is a very specific hate. What's wrong with you? They like more films by women director than AFI, whose list of 100 great American films of all time included exactly 0. Oh no, this person liked films that are not made by women. Should I include The Hurt Locker in it, or Wonder Woman as well? Or any film by Sofia Coppola? I mean, seriously? I see a lot of replies talking about movie quality movies. Let me help you. Jesus Christ. For a woman, this is so red it glows. For a woman, this is a flag so red it glows. Towels of water donated $2. It's not a black hole up, it's a black hook. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Individually, sure, these are great movies here, but collectively and exclusively, this man is a swine. Run so fast. And this guy likes crime drama. What the fuck is wrong? What the fuck is wrong with liking crime drama? I like crime drama too. Oh, God forbid me liking some crime drama. I mean, there are some of the collectively greatest films of all time. I'm a woman and I adore these films, except for maybe the Boondock Saints. God damn, what is it with these people saying Boondock Saints is terrible? Deer Hunter and The Godfather especially are masterpieces. I don't know why this is gendered lol. This person has no hand soap in their bathroom. Okay? I have regular soap in my bathroom. I don't know about soap, but definitely not hand towel. Dude, you look like you haven't cleaned yourself in fucking weeks. Don't judge other people's fucking hygiene. Jesus. If you have a business and need help with your social media market... You are some random Twitter account on Twitter who just so happened to get one of its tweets with a bunch of quote retweets and really got fucking ratioed. You're not some fucking business manager, social media marketing motherfucker. At business strategy, please visit this account over here. So I decided to include this because this person hides a reply. One of the reply hides a bunch of replies actually, and one of the reply is from Ricky Berwick.
Bro, you had one big tweet of your cute little DVD. Bro, you had one big tweet of your cute little DVD collection. You ain't a viral media expert.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
Oh man, Ricky, God bless you, man. God fucking bless you. That is a fucking amazing tweet. This person hides this tweet. She knows, he or she or whoever that the owner of that account knows that Ricky's telling the fucking truth. But goddamn, I am attractive, so I have never seen a single one of these movies. Dude, you look like you have Botox in your fucking face. You are far from fucking attractive. Seriously, what the fuck? Oh my god. Oh, okay. I was I'm sorry. I think I'm getting a little bit too far with the roasting, but goddamn. But anyway, Twitch banned Simp. Of course they did. Good luck to moderators, but the new policy, first supported by esports consultant Rob Brislaw, will go to effect in January 22nd. It also includes stricter rules around sexual harassment and seems to give Twitch more leeway to ban streamers and commenters who make offensive comments like simps. Oh, how dare they? How dare they say the word simp? The policy overhaul comes after Twitch was inundated with reports of sexual harassment within its community. I think that has nothing to do with people calling each other simps. It's just actual sexual harassment, as in people are actually being sexually harassed, like physically being sexually harassed, instead of a bunch of people going cyber harassment. All of these cyber harassment. Well, if these people are cyber harassing you, then I suggest you to cyber close the computer. We're living in a cyberpunk universe. Go cyber harass. Go stop these cyber harassment by cyber closing your computer, because this is the cyberpunk universe. Twitch said in June it was committed to continuing our efforts to make a safer environment, and that a review of its hateful conduct and harassment policies was underway. Simp is being banned under a portion of the revamped policy that prohibits derogatory statements about another person's perceived sexual preferences. Oh no! How dare they? I think we should play that.
Damn, my nigga. That pussy must be ridiculous.
Damn you, Twitch moderators. That pussy must be ridiculous indeed. And that does include negatively targeting another person with sexually focused terms, Clement said. Twitch are also proactively denying emotes that include all of these terms as well. Twitch. You are in a lot of trouble for DMCA and music industry and all of that. It's to the point where your entire platform is falling down, and now you include this stupid shit. Okay, what is this? Oh, fuck off. You have no idea what it takes to ship world-beating AAA games. Okay. Games made under crunch conditions don't deserve Best Direction awards. Whoa! Hold the fucking phone! Did Kotaku just made a good take? That is actually a good take. That is a good take from Kotaku. For once, that is actually a good fucking take. Good job for you, Kotaku. Oh, fuck off. You have no idea what it takes to ship world-beating AAA games, and you take the word of disgruntled ex-employees versus the 100s that are happy there. Also, comparing a 20-man indie to a 300-person studio is stupid. Well, maybe because the people at Supergiant Games are actually doing their job properly. They have good management, whereas The Last of Us 2 doesn't. And oh man. Biggest award show of the year. Millions watch and celebrate gaming. Kotaku, hold my beer. I have some well-timed opinions on the overall winner and the best game that we can milk for some clicks and outrage. Nah, I think they are absolutely for once justified to make this article. I'd make a video about this. I'd talk about this actually. So, funnily enough, this person over here is a producer for the Duke Nukem games, including the massive disappointment that was Duke Nukem Forever. So you're telling me that the game producer of Duke Nukem Forever is telling y'all how we have no idea how to take the ship to beating AAA games. Well, I think you you don't have any idea either. I mean, your game, that is not exactly a very good resume. Duke Nukem Forever. Come on, yeah. Come on. Anyway, yo, at CD Projekt Red, I'm sure you could have come up with a better dialogue than get raped from an Okay, who said that? Is it the ships? Is it the Maelstroms? Is it the Tiger Claws? Who said that? Who are the gangs that actually said to your face, say, get raped? Oh, how dare they? How dare this game that has blood and gore and lots and lots of bad things happening to the player character, to the player, to a lot of people in general, say get raped? That's just too far. I get it, you're being edgy, but geez, I'm actually disgusted. Oh, you're not disgusted with, I don't know, literally everything else about the game, but a character saying get raped is no, we're taking the line on that. No, it's fine if we use the mantis claw to slice and dice the living shit out of every person, just carve their freaking body, just tear them up to pieces, rip and tear them up to pieces. That's fine. But them saying get raped, no, that's too far. Oh my god. Cyberpunk is a non-American interpretation of American cyberpunk. What? With no context to understand how cyberpunk is supposed to work. It literally, Mike Pondsmith is the one that like creative directors for the game or whatever. Like someone just took all of the aesthetics and cobbled them together. This is GTA Saints Row with a cyberpunk skin and subpar soundtrack. No, it's not. It is far better than any of those two games. Excuse me. All this hype, all this controversy, honestly, what a waste. I would have trusted a studio like Obsidian with this kind of game instead. Obsidian is too busy making literally any other games. They made The Outer Worlds, which was okay. Wasn't amazing. It was okay. Because we get so few good AAA games and Cyberpunk is a genre near and dear to my heart. Hate to see it. Maybe this will encourage other studios to try their hand on a true Cyberpunk game. How is it not a true Cyberpunk? I don't get it. I don't get it. Your explanation is poor. Mike Pondsmith is like, fuck me, right? The game was created with the creator of the Cyberpunk tabletop. Imagine describing the creation of an entire game to one narrow-minded... What?
Okuyasu, I heard it as clear as day. This sick fuck said the N-word. I just remembered I have a meeting at 8:30. Racist!
You went on to discuss how Cyberpunk is so true to my heart. It's a genre dear to my heart. And yet you went out of your way to have the temerity to say that Mike fucking Pondsmith is white. Yeah, this person. Yeah, oh no, the white man. The terrible white man. I think recent era called the C word on this guy because how dare he? Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, I don't know about y'all people, but I think she's faking it. She or he or whoever is just faking it. That you don't actually, Cyberpunk is nowhere near your home. You don't know that the creator of Cyberpunk is a black man. I mean, look at how white that person is, seriously. Just the whitest motherfucker in the room. Just absolute white. Anyway. It's looking like Cyberpunk's lore and setting being created long ago has led to some fetishy and misogynistic game design choices. How? How is it fetishy and misogynistic? How is it the characters? The female characters in the game are some of the best in the entire freaking sci-fi genre in general. It's one of the greats. It's freaking amazing. The female characters are great. How is it misogynistic? I don't get it. Oh no, because they show tits a lot of times. V is literally, if you play V as a female, she is an amazing character. I will be very alarmed if this vile, dystopic future setting only sexually exploits women and trans people and they also sexually exploit men. Play the game, you literally see loads and loads of ads, men on abs, and literally having something covering their fucking dicks. You have not played the fucking game, dude. My god. Lamau at the people who want to die on the Cyberpunk exploits everyone, so these problematic things are fine. Stop critiquing. Yes. Yes. cyberpunk exploits everyone as a way to critique it. Did you see what? You are literally brain dead if I have to explain this to you. No, go sit down and be quiet. No, you. No, you. You go sit down and be quiet. If I have to explain these basic stuff to you, oh my god. What would a cyberpunk story look like when you start cleaning out problematic things like racism and transphobia? A utopia. A utopia that you fantasize. That is not cyberpunk. Cyberpunk is not a utopia. Cyberpunk, the future world that you created in your head, that you constructed in your head, is not a fucking cyberpunk. It's not cyberpunk. Okay? It's not cyberpunk. It's a utopia. You're trying to create a utopia where everything is fine and dandy. There's no racism. There's no transphobia. That is not what cyberpunk is. That is literally not what it is. My god. Cyberpunk 2077's genital customization option leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, a lot of the customization options in general leaves a lot to be desired. I mean, seriously, the fact that the tits are just too small. Mods, fix that, please. Anyway, my thought here is there could be a lot more options. There could be a scar option. We have circumcised and are circumcised. What about oops, half circumcised, like the Crunchberry flavor? Excuse me, what? How many options do we want? Do we want scars? Do we want freckles? Do we want to change the size of labia? Do we want to inflate? Are you okay? Are you okay, dude? You know, for a bunch, for it's funny how these game journalists talk about, oh, sexualization is really bad. Sexualizing people is really bad. And then they talk this shit. Things that even fucking weebs wouldn't even dare to talk about, wouldn't even dreamt of talking about it. How the I highly encourage you to pirate Cyberpunk 2077 if you're still really... Actually, you know what? I haven't actually checked if Cyberpunk 2077 is cracked already on what do you call it? On Crackwatch. The harm that game is doing is trans people is significant. It literally doesn't. It literally isn't. But you trans people couldn't even decide what harms you and what isn't, because you always disagree with each other at the end of the day. So it's cracked on PC since it has no DRM. Well, there you go. And the developers do not deserve a penny for the shit they've done. Okay? Cyberpunk 2077 forces you to have a trans... It's... Billy! Billy! What? The Billy energy here is... Oh no! This truck has a trans flag in the back. Yeah, I remember this mission. It's the mission where you have to race. You have to use Claire. This is Claire's freaking vehicle. She has a trans flag in the back. Oh no, how dare she? The truck's actually pretty good. I use the truck in general occasionally, especially when vehicle missions and everything like that. I mean, there are faster cars, granted, but the truck's pretty good. Oh, it's just a freaking trans flag at the end of the day. What the fuck, Billy? Seriously though, what the fuck is it? Choose your political spectrum. Here's the left and here's the right. Whatever. Era stuff is mistreating trans. Oh, even the piano doesn't like it. Era stuff is mistreating trans members. What a fucking shock. Oh man, what a shocker. I mean, thread tunnel, right? Lol. But seriously, it became apparent that either by active disdain for trans members on this forum or sheer apathy for them, Era staff has been failing them. Yeah. They have failed a lot of people, actually. They have failed every other sensible people living on planet Earth. It doesn't matter if you're trans. It doesn't matter if... It just matters if you disagree with them, right? If you disagree with them, you're gonna be mistreated at the end of the day. But yeah, there's a lot of infighting in recent era. At the moment Cyberpunk got released, there's a lot of infighting. I mean, this... CDPR handling about minorities in Cyberpunk 2077 is a joke. CDPR is a transphobic company. It's time we stop making excuses for them. Serious question. But most people on here seems to hate this company and think very negatively about this game. But all of you are talking about what missions you are doing and the experiences you are having. Why did you give your money and support this terrible company? I really don't get it. I mean, he's right. He's right. He has a point. He has a fucking point. I don't know about y'all, but he's true. He's speaking the truth here. You people in Arizona, oh, CDPR is the worst company. They hate trans people. They misrepresented trans people so much, which is why we're going to buy the game. Hey, CD Projekt Red, this sucks fucking. You are seriously going to complain about this image? Somebody pointing a gun on their mouth? This imagery in a game where people point gun to each other all the fucking time? Oh, it's okay if we point a gun to each other and kill each other with a gun. But it's not okay if we point a gun to our mouth. We cross that's taking it way too far. But is there any warning for this before playing the game? Yes. Yes, there are warnings for this before playing the game. The game is rated M for mature. The game is a shooter where you shoot people. Hey, gaming industry, if your video game includes depictions of suicide, sexual violence, etc., then your video game needs to have a content warning before you start playing. There already is a content warning before you start playing the game. There's one in the box. If you don't read it, that's your fault. You have every right to warn you. The game is a shooter. It's a shooter. It's a shooter that has lots and lots of sexualization on the female characters and sexualization on a lot of stuff in general. And one of the themes is corporate exploitation and the sexualization of people, not just women. But apparently that is not enough of a warning. No. It's like if you went into a Saw movie and say, hey, movie industry, if your torture porn film Saw includes depictions of torture porn, there needs to be a content warning. There's no excuse for this. Beep, 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 beep. Enhance. Grow to learn to read. I don't know. Yeah, seriously. Grow, learn to read. US games don't have that. They just say M for mature. Wrong. They do. Next. Seriously. Read. Read that stuff. If you say, oh, but people don't read that, that's your fault. They provided the information in your face. They already provided the content warning in your face. They already provided all of that. But you chose not to read it. And you complained to everyone of how the game didn't warn you, but it already did. Oh, my God. How did I enter this violent murder game and get shown violent things? This isn't my fault, darn it. Seriously. Oh, hey, a meme in an actual meme in a meme stream. Hey, yo. Anyway, games industry, content warnings are an accessibility. No, it's not. No, it's not. The content warning is already there. If you need a content warning for a video game, you can just do your own research. The information is available out there for you to discover by yourself. You're just too lazy to find it. The industry as a whole really needs to do better with this. You never know what a person has gone through or is going through. Visual depictions of a painful trauma can be extremely triggering for survivors. Yeah, the visual depiction of this tweet making this really stupid take can be extremely triggering for people who have common sense, for people who have actual brains in their head. What? If we're going to give warnings to depictions of sexual assault, or depictions of suicide, or depictions of insert X. Okay, we're gonna give warnings to depictions of X, but oh, you don't give warnings of depiction of Y. Oh, you need to give warnings of depictions of X, Y, and Z. Oh, but there's also a depiction of A, B, and C, and people got triggered by it, even though it's pretty freaking benign. So include a description for that. Include a warning for that. So you include depictions of A, B, and C, X, Y, and Z. All of this is already included in the SRB anyway. But oh, wait a second. Did I see D, E, and F over there? People got triggered by D, E, and F. So include a warning for that as well. How many warnings of many these days to the point where you say, enough, okay, it's enough, this should be enough. Why are we giving priority to people who get triggered by suicide when there are people who got triggered by literally anything else. There are people who got triggered by the sight of a gun. There are people who got triggered by the sight of a gun. Not just the depiction of suicide, but the sight of a gun in general. Right? So we should give content warning for them. Warning! Guns! Warning! This shooter game has guns! Where's the line? Stupid. This is fucking stupid. I think I'm nearing the end of The Last of Us 2. The Last of Us 2? Oh, but this game over here, right? That has loads and loads of violent content. That needs a content warning. But this game over here that also has loads and loads of violent content, that's perfectly fine. So far, it's an utter masterpiece. But I do have one criticism. I think the game is too much of it. The game is too long. Well, at least we can agree on that one. But I have committed the gamer crime of liking The Last of Us 2. You have committed hypocrisy for liking The Last of Us 2 and putting it on a different standards than Cyberpunk when both of them are violent video games, but one, you like it, and the other, you don't. But that's too complex for your simple-brained mind to process, so... Whoa, weird. It's almost like I didn't think about this stuff 8 years ago when Black BL2 released, and before I was on Twitter like I do now. BL2. Reminder, there's absolutely no evidence it helps trauma patients or anyone. It's pure busybody mind reading. Yeah. There's a rating on the left and a recent rating on the right. That's why it's there. See, like Clockwork. What do you mean like Clockwork? These people are proving you wrong, but it's like, oh, here's the people that prove me wrong. Here's the person that proved me wrong. Here's the person that proved me wrong. Here's the person that proved me wrong. Like Clockwork. So fucking what? These people prove you wrong. You're still wrong. Zork donated $11.69. Ooh. Soon the content warnings will be as long as the EULAs, though people already don't read them. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Yep. Oh my god. Seriously. Multiple times they spelled his name over the Washington Monument is fucking fireworks multiple times. Jesus Christ, I swear this is the most terrifying. You are terrified of fireworks. Right? Fireworks. The most benign fucking thing. It's a freaking fireworks. You're terrified of fireworks, right? Should every single 4th of July or every single celebration have a content warning? Content warning! Fireworks! Should a video game have a content warning to say, oh, this game has fireworks in it? Oh, God forbid every single JRPG ever that has fireworks with character development, character establishing moments with fireworks in it. It's extremely triggering for this person, clearly. Oh, man. Oh, you're that guy. You're that guy who makes the outrage of Call of Duty Modern Warfare and the cruel realities of fight. Oh, now, oh, that explains everything. That explains everything. You're the same guy. Okay. I feel the development team has made problematic choice in its online mode. It uses white phosphorus as a kill streak reward. It's fucking Modern Warfare. You commit literal fucking war crimes in the game, but oh no, white phosphorus is where we toe the line. The game does not have a broad content warning that would all give someone the hint that suicide could be a subject matter. But it is, though. But it is. Why does it have to be limited to suicide when there are literally many other topics? Should we give warnings to every single topic that can potentially trigger someone? Suicide is not something you shrug off as violent imagery. I think suicide is violent imagery. There are violent imagery of the game in general. How can you... People got shot in the game. People got shot in the game. Their heads got chopped off. Their limbs got chopped off. But you toe the line on that and say, that's perfectly fine. But somebody killing themselves, no, that's just... That hits close to the... It's dumb. In a fucking FPS where you shoot people left and right. Yeah, that's dumb. Did you find it dumb that you got triggered by suicide imagery in a shooter? You got triggered by people. You got triggered by a shooter displaying shooting things. Violent content is a broad qualifier. We recommend people in extreme psychological duress to avoid violent content in general. Yes! If you are triggered by depictions of suicide in a movie, or a video game or depictions of violence in general, maybe you should not be subjected to games that have violent things. Why is that so hard? Wouldn't it be... it's like that... Oh man, it's like that scene. It's like Yahtzee from Zero Punctuation made this joke when he made the Blair Witch review, where the main character names the main character of Blair Witch, the video game, is suffering from PTSD, and he names his dog Bullet. Why would a guy who suffers from PTSD names his dog Bullet? I mean, that has to be a fucking... The psychologist has to be a fucking troll. and there's this conversation that goes, hey, here's my dog. His name is Bullet. And the other guy said, did you say Bullet? And the guy's like, what? Where? Seriously, why would you do that? Oh man, I'm still waiting for actual sources. I'm waiting for facts, not random I'm an avatar waifu weirdo claiming something as a fact. Not some random pog on the internet wearing a freaking Gandalf hat claiming something as fact. What the fuck? Violent content is not a proper qualifier for this fiction of suicide. It is. Suicide is violent content. Suicide is violent content. And there's also this. Pro tabletop RPG tip. Never take away another character's agency without first getting that player's consent. That depends on the game though, but okay. I cannot tell you how disheartening and triggering for this can be. Don't play tabletop RPG then. You're not the fucking dungeon master. Even if you think it's a small thing or for the best or their own good, just freaking don't. My hot take is that this applies to character death as well. You should never kill a player character without that player's consent. You're not the dungeon fucking master, you're the player. If you tell your players at the start of the campaign, this is a brutal campaign, your characters could die at any time. Sure, kill characters, this makes sense. You've warned them and they've given consent. But if a player was all ready to level up their character and tell a grand story and that gets cut short because of a few bad rolls, it's better to work with the player to figure out a satisfying narrative consequence that just denied them their experience. I don't know. You went into Dungeons and Dragons having characters and having roles that can potentially kill them. Put themselves in situations where they can die. Well, I don't know what you expect. Oh no, I enlist in war and I die. How is that possible? Don't Joe the Hyena did $3. Do these people not read the ESRB? They just block out what the case says. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. In Dungeons and Dragons, the game is that type of high kill game where death could happen quickly. But even in the death move, one of the worst results say ask or tell the guide how you die. In other words, the player still has agency when their character approaches death. Okay, fine, whatever. This is your Dungeons and Dragons game. You play it however the fuck you want. I don't give a shit. It's just fucking stupid. Okay, what is this? Perez Hilton of YouTube is the perfect description of Daddy Boy. Ha! Keemstar wishes he had the way. Oh. This is a beef that is so fucking stupid that it is best described as I'm gonna play this clip first.
Let them fight.
And then I'm gonna play this. This is the pettiest fucking bickering I've ever seen in the fucking internet. But I just want to include this because it's the stupidest thing. Keemstar wishes he had the mainstream success he has had. This is Keemstar versus Perez Hilton. So, any of y'all want to put some bets? Because this is some really nice internet drama. Why would I wish for that? The mainstream sucks, you dinosaur. You know what? Keem, I'll give you that. You are correct on that one for once. Because mainstream success ensures longevity, you idiot. Who are you? Again? I don't know who you are, but I know who Keemstar is. But I don't know who the fuck you are. Verified blue check mark, whoever the fuck you are that is. But if you are one of the mainstream motherfuckers, well, it doesn't guarantee me knowing who the fuck you are, but goddamn. In 5 years, Keemstar will be a bigger name than Perez Hilton. Not saying that I want it or care it, just saying that it will happen. I'm a bigger name now, and that's just a goddamn fact backed up the numbers. You know what? Yeah, he's right. I mean, you cannot go into the internet and not know who Keemstar. He's literally the freaking drama guy on the internet. He posts drama videos everywhere. 99% of the world doesn't know who you are. Well, I suppose if you're gonna go to that metric, yeah, but I'd say 60-70% of a lot of the people on the internet know who fucking Keemstar is. Like, come on. That's just fact. Most people know who Perez Hilton. I don't. Who the fuck are you? I don't know who the fuck you are. Who the fuck is Perez Hilton? I know Paris Hilton. Who the fuck is Perez Hilton? Who are you? Who are you? Who you are? You are completely delusional. Nobody even knows who you are anymore. You have fell so hard you need clout. That's why I, on a personal level, I agree to engage in this Twitter beef with you. The same way a wealthy man puts a $20 bill in a homeless man's cup. Oh my god, Keem. Holy shit.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked. Absolutely taken down.
God damn, Kim. Dad, chill with the roasting there, Kim. God damn. I've been all over television and the media this year. And yet, I still don't know who the fuck you are. Your world is just online. Yeah. The online world is where you get a lot of popularity. Boomer. Okay, boomer. And it's as fast as yours. That's just facts. Here's one of my highlights of 2020. Okay, so? Who the fuck are you? Who are you to say that? Oh, I have highlights. You're talking to fucking... This is the dumbest fucking Twitter beef ever. My god, I fucking love this. It's just so fucking funny. Let them fight. Fucking let them fight. Also, this. Oh.
Could you please continue the petty bickering? I find it most intriguing.
Base data. Absolutely fucking base data. God damn. Could you please continue the petty bickering? I find it most intriguing. Oh, man. Okay, what the fuck is this? Cultural impact. The Last of Us 2 other... Okay, stupid take. Moving on. Okay, what is this? Hey, Kenny, Hey, Kenny, I noticed we had Bio 210 together, so I was wondering if you knew what the reading was. Okay, so there's this girl who is asking for this guy about a material in class that she forgets, alright? And then the guy texts, okay, boys, that hot girl from my bio lecture slid into my DMs. What did I do? You sent it to the wrong person. You sent that to the girl. You sent that to the girl, you idiot. You had one job. You had one job, Nibba. Oh, man. Anyway. Oh, this. Ladies and gentlemen. Can we make it to 69 bucks for the stream? Seriously. This is just... I just want to cover this up for the final one. This is the funniest fucking thing. The funniest fucking email exchange that ever. Seriously. We're gonna read through this. It's worth it. Trust me. It's worth it. It's fucking hilarious. Anyway. So, this is an email from someone who wants a job. From the person who received this email is named Jeff. He is apparently one of the developers of Unfortunate Spaceman. And this guy is a software developer engineer. He has worked on a bunch of video games before. So he decided to post this email and offered him something. Offered him a lucrative deal. Very interesting, lucrative deal. Hi, Jeff. I found your email publicly listed on your YouTube channel, and I hope you don't mind me reaching out. Ooh, that sounds like every spam email ever that I receive. Actually, you know what? Maybe I should do a video looking at the spam emails that I receive. But anyway, 6760 donate to $1. Carry on. Thank you so much for the donation. Keep them coming. Anyway, 9 more bucks. Can we make it 69.69? Oh, that would be great. We make it 69.69. That would be mwah, mwah. Excellent. Freaking mwah, 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 mwah. Amazing. Amazing freaking number right there. Make it 69.69. Come on, people. Anyway, where is I? I find your email publicly in YouTube channel, and I hope you don't mind me reaching out. In short, I am a software developer, engineer, and test, and I'm curious you might need a little help on Unfortunate Spaceman. Zork donated $1. God bless you. Sure, the data clip is always welcome. Seriously, absolutely freaking amazing. God bless you. Bless. We have successfully reached 69. That magical 69, 60. Nice. Mwah, mwah. Love you guys. You guys are fucking fantastic. Absolutely blessed. Bless y'all, motherfuckers. You guys are the best motherfuckers in the world. Fucking epic. Anyway, where was I? Going back to the really bad job interview. Anyway, I have about 1 month free until I go back to work at Microsoft or Blizzard in January. Ooh, flex here. To tone down your flex right there. I'm working at Microsoft and Blizzard. Ooh, nice resume right there you got there, dude. I'm interviewing for test lead for Fable 4 and SDET at Blizzard on WoW, probably starting around January 4th, 2021. I was thinking maybe we could make a little contract where I volunteer about 40 to 50 hours worth of work, $3,000 US. You volunteer work. You volunteer hours and hours of work. In exchange for what? There's gotta be an exchange for that, isn't it? You can't just gonna do it for free. Come on. You're not gonna do this for free. Anyway. Testing out your Merry Christmas patch 1.35 or some 1.4 stuff for you. Then in exchange, I get my name added to the credits of your game as test lead. Of course. Of course you do. Of course you want that credit. I test my video games. And I've been testing video games for years, guys. Therefore, I have the right to go to this random game developer and say, hey, I will give you my free time and I will offer you this time, but you just need to add me as a credit, etc. Oh my. Holy shit. Weaves rated 6969. Man, that's double 6969. God damn, dude. Double the 69. 269. 2 nights. Twice the nice. 69. That's quadruple nice, everyone. Fucking amazing. God bless you, Weeks. God freaking bless you. Victory team for you. That is big progress quality. But anyway, where is I? I can also test out some stuff. And you promised me to get And you promised me to get more games credit section of the game updated so that my name appears in the credit to flesh out my portfolio. Ah, yes. Volunteer work so that you can flesh out your portfolio so that your CV or your resume looks pretty good. As this is a lot of cash, we'd be completing just a very simple contract. I can also test out some stuff ready, live in the game, and probably find some issues for you there as well. If I land the Blizzard job, I can always help recommend you for a game designer job in California down the road, which could be a nice perk as well. So $3,000 worth of value and my world-class level QA expertise in exchange for like 3 hours worth of your time. Ooh, dude, tone down with the fucking sales pitch, dude. God damn. So I saw your blog today while I was trying to find your email address, and I saw you wrote about growing up on Warcraft 2 looking at dark gritty images in the manual. Well, me too, lol. I've met Chris as well. And about 3 months ago, I made a post in the US forum saying how I was looking for a game called, like, The Thing, custom map from StarCraft 2, Wings of Liberty days, and you wrote back to the custom map with your chief inspiration from for tonight's placement. It sounds like me and you love the very same games. Haha. Oh, here's a way to, hey, I like the same stuff that you do. I relate to you, etc., etc. So anyway, I've attached my resume containing a link to my blog, as well as a bug I filled as a non-paid volunteer on Diablo 3 Necromancer DLC in the closed beta. Not exactly a good resume, but okay, for that in 2017. So you can see what my style of writing bugs is. To be honest, I think this is a win-win proposition. I'd love to hear your reply. In fact, I'm super excited about the thought of doing business with you. Dude, this is not a good email. This is not a very good email. Dude, this is a the condescension is very, very subtle. It's like, oh, I am this very expert QA, leading motherfucker tester, software development engineer test, and I will give you peasants, you peasant indie game developer, my expertise and show you how it's done. I've worked at Microsoft and Blizzard, you see. Oh man, seriously, this is the dumbest fucking emails. This is the dumbest freaking email ever. And of course, Jeff replied, "This was not a good email." Because it isn't. This is not a very professional email. This is not a good email. It doesn't describe literally. It's just stupid. It's a stupid email to send. Do not send emails like this. This is a solid reply. That's it. Because it isn't a good email. But he continues, "Jeff, I sincerely apologize if I caused offense in some way. I am confused by your response. Maybe you need to look on the fact that you try to oversell yourself as a lead QA tester, and you try to take the credit of lead QA testing of a game that you claim to be a fan of, and you had more expertise than these filthy TAs and these filthy QA testing plebs. Oh no. Anyway. My emails say that I'm absolutely a big fan of yours and I love your work. I said I've gotten some free time and I would love to have a small part in such a cool project. No, you don't. You want to have your portfolio filled. That's what you want at the end of the day. You want your resume to be filled. Oh, I am a QA tester and a lead tester for this specific game. That looks so good on a resume, right? Jesus Christ. I said I bring some free time. I would love to have a smart part in such a cool project. One that brings me joy to play and participate. Dude, just lie in your fucking resume. It would be a lot more dignified than this. I mean, good lord. If you're just gonna do it, you might as well just lie in your fucking resume. It would look a lot more dignified than doing this. This is just pathetic, dude. Pathetic. Even Luke from Line Detectives lied on his resume. He still got the job anyway. Given the fact that I am a professional developer and my time and skills are valuable, I thought it would only be fair if you rewarded me with credit as helping you out in tasks. Maybe you skimmed through my email and didn't understand the dollar figure. That figure I was an estimation of the value you would be receiving. Doesn't really matter, dude. You try to volunteer for work in exchange for credit. In exchange for credit of lead tester just to show how it's done. Because you subtly, it's a very subtle condescension at the very first email. But in this one, oh, dude. This is condescension at like the most fucking top level. Anyway. And that I was attempting to volunteer for zero salary. But you brought up money. You tried to sell yourself. Oh, this is how I am worth as a person. I am worth $3,000 the moment I volunteer to this game that I'm passionate about. If you're going to volunteer for a game that you passionately love, don't ask for credit. I mean, why is that so hard? If you genuinely love the game and you want to do some QA testing for the game, if there's a game developer that likes you, if there's a game developer that you like and you want to QA test for those game developers, you can just go to them and say, "Hey, I will QA test your game. No charge. No. You can credit me all you want, but you can credit me. That's fine. Or credit me or not credit me. I love your game. I just want the game to be fixed. I just want the game to be awesome." That would be a more reasonable freaking thing to do. But no, you want credit. I want credit for this. I need to have something good in my resume. Jesus. No pay, no job references, just a Moby Games credit that I can proudly add to my portfolio. Aside from my grossly irregular offer to automate testing for your product for zero compensation. No, you do not offer work for zero compensation. You want your name to be credited so that you can have good resume when you try to file in works for all of these other developers. And hand over a custom harness for you to use in the future debut. An endgame credit is totally normal, and that's how this industry works, Jeff. Oh, Jesus, dude. Just lie on your fucking resume. This is... even people who lie on their resume have more dignity than this. I thought it was a good email. It wasn't. I see that I have different styles of communication. After I took an hour of my time to present my qualifications to you, you decided to take all of 10 seconds to cryptically respond. My offer was extremely generous. Oh, you would be a dumb, stupid, big idiot if you do not accept my offer. Oh. Frankly, that was disrespectful and immature of you. And this isn't? This isn't? And you thought this isn't a profession? This isn't professional email whatsoever. This is a very immature email. Oh, I do not care if you talk in a way that is professional. The insinuation, the connotation that you're trying to bring to this developer is very unprofessional, you dummy. Oh my god. I mean, that was just plain unprofessional. No, you. I've got a herd of professional AAA developers correspondence. It is very inbox, and your reply was inconsistent with how we do business in the big leagues. No response from you is necessary. I still don't know I caused offense. You're stupid. Regardless, I am going to move past this, and despite our mysterious differences, which you will not share with me, I genuinely wish your title the best of luck in the future. And Jeff went fucking ballistic. This email, oh boy, this is one of the biggest burns that I have ever seen in a fucking email. This is a long ass fucking email, but trust me, it's worth reading. I'll walk to this shortest form that I can since I'm quite busy. Unlike yourself, I prefer to speak plainly and directly with people. Firstly, I appreciate you enjoy Unfortunate Spaceman. I'm glad you did your research and noted some similarities we have regarding our taste in games. That's awesome. Glad to have a fan, presumably up until you read this email. Unfortunately, those nice things you said don't really outweigh the interviewing condescension soaking both your emails. It was more subtle at first. But your second email confirmed my suspicions. You think I'm a total amateur, possibly an idiot that you can take advantage of for a quick credit before some upcoming AAA job interviews. I mean, let's ignore the part where you name drop Chris Metzen, I assume, who doesn't even work at Blizzard anymore, and then offered me a potential job hookup at a game designer in California. Let's ignore that the perk that you offer me with a run-along sport attitude is for a company you don't actually work for and for a job that you don't actually have yet. And if I'm being perfectly honest, I hope the vetting process is more strict than mine. Oh boy, oh man, just oh dude.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
God damn. And then you go on to explain how you're doing me this huge favor, like I'd be a gigantic fool to not take you up on this. At a rate of approximately $70 per hour. It's actually not very relevant if you didn't ask directly for money. By bringing it up and implying your time is extremely valuable, especially compared to my lowly station, you stuck a dollar value in the interaction. You'll notice I will not be doing that in this reply, but it would be difficult. Furthermore, I truly have no idea what your background is, but getting into the Diablo Click Cross beta is not something you put in your resume and then follow up with lines like, that's how this industry works. Oh!
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
Fucking hell, Jesus. Dude, calm the fuck down, dude. That's so damn. What's really shocking is that you seem to have some actual credentials as QA tester and maybe a few years doing software test lead. But meeting Blizzard employees at conventions, I hope and assume you did not ambush them at their favorite restaurant.
Wow, what do you say after that one? Brutal, savage, wrecked, absolutely taken down.
Oh man, does not merit the egotism you've thrown at me from the outset. You do not have a single game on your resume and you don't even mention the specific projects you worked at Microsoft. Your resume definitely doesn't explain how you avoid living in Bellevue as you claim, but I'm assuming it's not being paid for your charisma. Oh my god. Jesus Christ! God damn the fire on this motherfucker! Holy shit! Oh boy! Oh man! Besides the suspicious and lack of specificity in your resume, it is unclear to me where the intensely condescending tone naturally originates. You spent some very short contract terms as a QA tester. Now that part is actually how the industry works. But have a complete lack of meaningful job history from 2015 to 2020. I believe your email and resume are full of half-truths, which gets me onto my next point. You write strictly in doublespeak, both in your emails and your blog you link at the bottom of your very thin resume. If you're not familiar with the concept of doublespeak, You're conveying a lot of words without saying what you actually mean, and hiding the most unflattering parts of your career behind a front that frankly I don't think you earned. A little honesty would actually be seen positively when dealing with someone who seems to have no game experience whatsoever. Ironically, the most clear portion of your emails have been when you write out to demand to be added to the game credits as test lead for a month of work, and vaguely imply you'll be seeing me in your rear view mirror on your climb to success. And honestly, that's just primarily replying to the content of your first email, which I assure you I did not scream. Your second email is, pardon the language, a fucking doozy. I actually read your emails to several industry friends, you know, just to make sure I wasn't totally out of line. I won't include their responses, you wouldn't like them either. Dude, that goddamn.
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
God damn, dude. Oh, that's what it is. My God. It's the direct. How did you do that, man? Now, I would offer some advice at this point, but you just sort of checked off every box in the handbook titled How Not to Ask for a Job. I'm not sure I can offer you anything substantial beyond pointing out how unimaginably rude and aggressive your emails have been. I can only imagine someone once told you to approach job applications with confidence, and you've somehow morphed that into, well, whatever this bullshit was. I can definitely give you this little advice. This approach does not work. Not to me or anyone I have ever associated with. Subsequently, messaging me from an anonymous Twitter account was honestly weird too. Good luck on your upcoming interviews. I hope they don't follow me on Twitter. Dude, holy shit, dude. That is
monster kill.
Just
Unstoppable.
It is just amazing. The amount of dude, you just out yourself, dude. You fucking outed yourself in this. What a bloodbath. And that's not the best part. The best part comes in the next email. The next reply. Legal notice service Jeff Keen. Copy NCP Police Prosecution Service. He called the police. Oh man, dude.
Killing spree.
That is amazing. You have wrecked this guy so much to the point where all he can do right now is to call the fucking police. Police, help me. I was murdered. Oh, man. Jeff Keen, let me address your baseless claims, of which there are so many. 1, you state without merit that I am lying about the fact that I live in the city of Bellevue, Washington. If you doubted me then, you could have checked for yourself with a very simple white pages internet search first. I also have state-issued ID, utility bills, or whatever. This is literally an irrelevant point. Doesn't matter. 2, your state without merit that in resume, which I shared you, lists 0 games on it. If you doubted me, then you could have checked for yourself with a very simple Moby Games credit search first. Yeah, I think he did, and it's very thin. There's not much in it. I also have my name in the end credits of several games as well, including play stubs from these major corporations, including letters of recommendations from various. Dude, doesn't fucking matter. Your email is fucking unprofessional. 3, your state without merit that my resume has 0 meaningful job history in it from 2015-2020. If you doubted me, then you should have actually read my resume, which would have taken just a few seconds first. Costco, which I subscribed to for, is one of the Seriously? We're not talking about that Costco, right? Dude, you,
This is the clearest video I've ever seen. This is the most HD shit ever. This is 4K. How did they get you in 4K?
How do you L yourself like this in 4K, diba? Oh my god. Oh man. Since you want to talk about the importance of honesty, I'll be completely honest with you right here and now. And you better pay some serious attention to me in the careful way I worded the email above. Instead of showing this letter to your industry friends to further slander and defame me, I think you did that yourself. You did a magnificent job on doing that yourself. This is not his fault. He is doing nothing. He's done nothing wrong. You will need to be showing this letter to a criminal defense lawyer. Yeah. Challenge accepted. Challenge fucking accepted. You want to go to the fucking court on your unprofessional behavior? Fucking accept that challenge. I mean, Jesus Christ. They will advise you what constitutes a violation of the New Zealand Harassment Act of 1997, as well as the New Zealand Harmful Communications Act of 2015, in addition to the New Zealand Defamation Act of 1992. You actually consulted a fucking lawyer because you are so unprofessional in your email. Dude, the cope, dude, the amount of cope on this, just...
Chill out, dickwad.
I mean, I don't even know what else to play anymore. He's coping. The amount of cope in this is just immense. Yeah, they should play this too.
Hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad, hoes mad.
Oh man. The second you publish by making a single harassing and defamatory tweet about me, which I can counter with said legally admissible evidence in the court of law, you are going to sue this motherfucker for tweet. You not only called the police, you also want to sue this guy for tweet. Oh my god. This dude lost. This dude dead. This dude's just gone. His soul is being sucked out. His dignity is no more. He has ceased to be. He is this man is no more. He's a bereft of life. He rests in peace. Oh man. Oh man, tell us about it to $2.62. Where can I find the image files or PDFs of these emails? Also, it's pronounced Bellevue. Okay, thanks for the donation. Keep coming. Man, these city names. At least it's better than Coquitlam. I have no issues with Coquitlam other than the names. Why Coquitlam? Coquitlam. Anyway, where's I? This email serves as a final legal notice to you. Additionally, this email serves as a final legal notice to you. Never contact me again via this email. I will do the same. Though I am not qualified legal solicitor, as a layman, I would like to thank you to consider to tweet my employers and potential employers. You did this to yourself, my god. Oh man, that was fucking amazing. There's loads and loads of text, but holy shit. The amount of burn that was eclipsed on, it is insane. It is fucking amazing. Holy shit. That was amazing, ladies and gentlemen. That was one of the best burns, one of the best copes that I have ever seen. My god, the dude is coping. He is just... don't know what else to say. He brought this on himself. It could have been gone so much better for him, but he's a dummy. Anyway, that's it for the meme stream for today. It has been a blessing. Thank you so much for joining in. It's been a lot of fun. I will see you all on the next stream. Hopefully, we can get into a much more, I don't know, normal time. Yeah, I'll see you in the next stream. Take care.